Shit. Morning. Morning, morning, morning. What's good with the good people, man? Woo! Savage Seven's tired. Memorial Day, man. We in the summertime, summertime. Bro, I got too drunk last night. Damn, bro, I'm becoming an alcoholic on the weekends, fool. That shit look nasty. What you got going today, man? What's cracking with a Memorial Day for you? What's good with it? About to be out there barbecuing a little bit. Morning. Oh man. I killed a whole bottle of Moscato wine last night. I'll show you the bottle too. Still regrouping from the weak ass after party. This is what we were sipping last night. I sipped two of these, man. I heard from a couple people, bro. It was not up to par. Yeah, barefoot. I got two bottles, bro. Wifey bought that because that's her favorite drink. My dumb ass started killing it like it was water, fool. Killed two of these bottles, homie. Two of these bottles. Like said, what are you doing? Like said, what is you doing really with your life? There was a couple people that said it was not really cool. It was not really what it was cracked up to be. Uh, at least somebody put their foot in it. Hell yeah, this was kind of cool though. I mean, this was all right. I just, if you drink this right here, if you drink a barefoot Moscato, it doesn't even hit you till later, till you're already done with a couple of these. Then he said it was awful. Yes, I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of a hard thing because it's like, them dudes. Them dudes was old school, bro. They're old. They're old. So I don't. I was like, man, they're about to be asleep. They're gonna be asleep at the after party, fool. Straight sleeping at the after party. Morning. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. It was sad getting drunk and watching the Avs lose. They're done, man. They're done. None of the guests showed up. They only showed up to the real concert. That's what they said, I guess. They showed up to the real concert. Like, damn. They didn't even want to make a guest appearance after the after party. But I guess put it in that perspective, right? They did a concert in Denver. They should have stayed in Denver, and then they traveled all the way to the Springs. Old men, some old school dudes. That's a lot on the shoulders of a senior, some senior citizens, bro. I mean, they was performing back in the '80s. Bone Thugs been out since like the '80s. Well, they've been out since the '80s. Uh, so yeah, I'm recouping. I gotta get some hydration in my body. maybe eat some menudo. Lady Sev done went and threw up everything last night. She was she was spinning. She was spinning. But I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna have to slow down because that can't be a every weekend occurrence. It's starting to be a every weekend occurrence on one of the days. How does that even go about, man? I'm like, bro, now I like truly understand why I stopped drinking in the first place. I don't To all the alcoholics out there. I don't know how you guys do that shit every day. I don't be understanding how the alcoholics, be drinking every single day. No, that is not that. That is not the move. That is not the move. Shit makes you feel shitty, man. Oh damn! I didn't even see all these. Damn! I didn't even see all these. Damn, homie, we got the whole enchilada. You got a good size. Hey man, just out in the parking lot. Just out in the parking lot. Ah, yeah, it's wild, man. Hey, Savage. I heard when you was locked up, you went PC. People a bit tolerance. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about bro. This right here and another one. I had another one, but I don't drink. So this shit right here knocked my whole block down, bro. What you mean? It's literally Memorial Day, bro. It's Memorial Day. Is anybody working? What are we doing? I was with an alcoholic single mom for 2 years. And yeah, boom, boom. You're the one that never got casted. Boom, boom. Dun-huh. Yeah, I don't be understanding the function of the alcoholics, man. The alkies they too much, bro. They be doing that shit every day. My neighbor will go kill. They'll between him and his girl, they'll kill a gallon of vodka, bro. You need to get a job. You're always on YouTube. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Shout out to you, homie. Shout out to you. You're always on you. You must be always on YouTube too. And the difference is you just don't have a platform, and I do. You're always on YouTube in the comments. Well, nah, damn. My ex, the single mom, taught me a lot. It's, it's a disease. Yeah, that's a pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up. Like, I don't know. Like, fools be sick. They be actually sick. I'm like, damn, bro. Addiction is not good, in any means. Addiction's not good in any means, to be real with you. Game over. Game over. It ended before you even started. Easy to sit on the throne. Sit on the throne. Once you sign up, you have a platform, the whole app. But when I say platform, it's making money. See, that's the difference. I make money at least doing this. I actually make money every month doing this little YouTube platform, you know? So I'm talking to the people that actually don't have any reason to be here every day. um, yeah, you make 200 a month. Nah, not 200. Not 200, fool. Not 200, my brother. Not 200. It's like it's a nice little chunky one. Nice little chunky one, bro. You know. It's definitely not 200, but hey, 200, some people just got profile pics and troll accounts just to do it. They really be, they be like, bro, I be having The fools that be talking about jobs, they really just don't. They be really not having jobs. Shout out to y'all. He said lie. Who did he said liar? You should go check out how much money you can make off of YouTube. Chase, what's people? It be this should be going over their head. Like I would say, once people are addicted or they drink or something, it's hard for them to find sobriety. But yeah, I mean, I honestly, I think honestly, it becomes a program, right? I think honestly, it becomes a program. It's like once they're programmed into it, their body kind of tells them they need it. Edit on the 14. Yo, how's it going? It's going pretty good this morning. It's going pretty good. I'm just waking up, getting some coffee in the system. Prove it. Pull up. Show your last. Prove it to who? To you? Who are? Let me explain something to you, buddy. I never even seen you around these parts. You a new booty. Nobody's gonna explain anything to you, especially. You ain't got a profile pic. Look at your dumbass name. No, not right now, man. Not right now, my dude. Um he said prove to what? What? Why would I prove it to? You're not a subscriber. You're new to these parts. Nobody knows who you are. You don't have one sub in your whole existence. Nobody supports you. Who we can't prove it to you. This fool thought he was special. This dude actually thought he was special a little bit. You're not special, bro. I got some subs on here, and they don't even ask them dumbass questions. Fools that are original don't even ask them dumbass questions. They don't even ask them dumbass questions. But yo, you came up with the dumbest question of the whole time I've been on YouTube. Prove it. What's good with it? Shout out to you, Ma. I salute. Shout out to the real people, man. Ma, I salute. Ma, I salute. YouTubers never even brag. You have a good channel. Oh yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to the homies, man. Appreciate everybody. But yeah, so one thing I'll say about this, to be honest, yo, my bad for calling you, bro. Yeah, that shit, it kind of made it kind of a little silent a little bit. But I don't do this like on a regular. I don't do this on a regular, right? But if you, this right here, this is the difference. You got to know when to just not do this every weekend. You got to put that shit down like, nah. And I know myself. I like I like that. It was a pretty good little drink, you know. Me and wife, we had a couple little drinks. It was actually a good night. It actually was a good night. Um, I'm not doing that shit no more. That's not even something I actually would want to do every weekend. So back to the initial what we was talking about. I do not know. I honestly do not know how a person actually can do that every day, because it makes you feel terrible. Like my body, my body actually just don't feel good. Like nah, that's not good. That's not good for the soul. Don't shave. You look trans. What you doing, Mac? What's cracking with you, brother? What's cracking with you, my bro? I'm like, yeah, man. I woke up with a big ass hangover, like, and when you're in your 40s, that hangover shit does not feel good, brother. Hanging out. How about you? Just waking up, man. I was telling the homies, me and wifey, we done drank a couple of these last night. I woke up with a big ass hangover, trying to get my mind right. Wine is terrible. You are not lying about that. What do you do? For which one? What do I do for what? I'm being easy. How you been? I'm good. Hell yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Relaxing. I can't complain. I can't complain. I'm relaxing a little something, just waking up, seeing what's up with the good people. We got a lot of menstrual cycles going with these males today. Like always, you always gonna have some dudes with periods in this comment section. I see them like they literally are bleeding. These fools need a mito. Better get a burrito. Nah, I can't get a burrito, bro. I can't even get a burrito because that shit at my acid reflex right now too. Oh, people that drink whole bottles of wine, man, wilding out. I mean that's what your job. Oh, what my job is? Well, I technically do a lot of stuff. Um, the last job I had was with the homie Chase. We was doing Xfinity. We went out there doing Xfinity, right? But I do tree removals. I've been in the tree removal industry, warehouse, construction, landscaping, Ameristar hotels, Airbnbs, like cleaning, residential, commercial. Like, bro, I did all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? CDL, that's what we're doing. But what it do? Shout out to the homie, man. Shout out to the real people out there. What's good? My auntie, best friend, wine grew. Damn, so you grew up doing the wine aspect. Okay, you was around it. Uh, nice. Out here in Cali. Shout out to my Cali boys. Shout out to my Cali boys. Salute to the real ones out there. Mall high salute. Boom, boom. Yeah. Yeah. What are they doing in Cali today, man? What's cracking in Cali? What are they barbecuing out there? They hitting the barbecue? They hitting the barbecue off. Well, I'm about to go. I'm probably gonna light up some. I'm probably gonna go to the family's house and hit some barbecue off. Live 30 minutes away. Oh, nice. Shout out to the Diaz. That fool's is beast. Did you watch that last fight though? I had a whole cup of wine at 10, and that shit was good. That was good actually. It was some Italian wine. Yeah, that shit. I mean, I can see it. You look soft. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's good days where jobs, people needed to keep busy working, especially the 10, 20 sometimes that are running gang wild through the cities. Your eyes are beautiful. Jesus loves you. Love your hair. Shout out to you guys, man. Salute, salute, salute. Welcome to, damn, I can't even pronounce that. Salute to the real ones out there. Been on the glass pipe tonight, mate. You been smoking glass? Are you single? Single? No, not single. I'm not single. I'm a Pringo. Shout out to you. Shout out to the good people out there. How many cups today? I'm doing two. I'm going for 2 cups. I'm gonna relax though. I need to wake up though, cause right now I'm just like I came in here and it was like damn shit. There was a lot of wife stuff going on. Frankfurt or no. God is waiting to have a one-on-one person. I have a relationship with God. Amen to the believers, man. If or no, probably no, nah, probably no. Amen. So yeah, that was my night. That was my night. Vote Porter for LA Mayor 2026. Damn, 2026 is already halfway through, family. I love you, man. Love you too, man. God bless you. Love you. Yeah. We're already halfway through the year. We're already halfway through that year. The year done flew. It done flew by like tremendously. Damn, you see that shit right there? Look at that. Was that a gray hair? Oh, damn, that's my dog. Fool. What the hell? Why is that embedded in my hairline, bruh? Damn, I got a gray hair, fool. I was at my family's chill as fuck, and my grandma kept looking in the garbage for empty beer. Beard's weird as fuck. I'm 30. That's what I'm talking about, Fleece. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Like these dudes be talking about hair, and these dudes is thinning out, homie, at 20 years old, bro. 20 years old, and they be talking about my hair. They be talking about my hair, bro, and they be thinning out, thinning. 20 years old, already thin, baby thin head. How y'all doing? I'm good. I like this guy right there, real Italian, mafia boss. Tell you that. Tone's gonna love this guy. Damn, Italian stallion. Are you a gang member? Let me ask you a question. Do you think I'm a gang member? Do you actually look at me and think I'm a gang member? You yourself? Did you stereotype? Did you judge? Maybe now you shouldn't do that. Don't be judging people. How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How you doing? My grandma was pocket watching how many beers I drank. Ooh, better slow down, my brother. What up? What's up, King? What up, King? What's up with my brother today, man? Yesterday. Okay, okay. Yeah. Shall we chillin', man? Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Oh, bro, can you do the Bunny Wars challenge? I don't even know what that is. To be 100% with you, I don't even know what that is. What do you do for work? Right now I'm about to go get my CDL. What's up? Shout out to you. But I just be chilling, bro. I'll be chilling for a minute. I'm about to go get my CDL though. CDL is what I'm trying to do. Someday the chat gonna be flooded with comments just from like hundreds of people. Shit. To me, Mac. To be honest, it's go look at every live, bro. There'd be like 2,000 people that view it the whole time. 2,000 people that view every single live. It's mind blowing to me how many people get around these parts. 2,000 people, 2,500. Put this in perspective. We do this maybe an hour and a half, and the longest I ever been was like what 3 hours. That got like 3,000 views. Mind blowing how many people just. It goes to show you a lot of people when we talk about people really being on the internet. It's like, and then not to mention, my bro, if you go from live to live, you'll see some of the same people in this live, in other lives doing the same exact thing. So a lot of people, this is the matrix, bro. This should be the matrix, homie. No cap. Like this should be the matrix. And people are all throughout the matrix. I love your eyes. Thank you very much. You would be a good actor. Did you think that? Nah, hell no, I never did that. Don't read all. Why Trump so much idiot? I don't know why any politician's an idiot, to be real with you. I don't know why anybody in politics is it, man. It's idiots all across the board, homie. Not just Trump. Everybody's an idiot. Everybody that you love, they're all idiots. It's the Matrix, Chase, bro. It's the Matrix, homie. Like I be literally mind blowing how many people view this shit, bro. Go after this live, bro. Go look at the views on the live, bro. 2,000, even 1,500 might be a 45. 2,000 sometimes, 3,000. It's like, you can't never go off of what that says up there. Like, damn. Yeah, what I find funny is when you call grown man emotional, saying that they hide. I mean, there's a lot of estrogen balls, big ass estrogen balls. I find this a lot of the ladies on here, they have like it seems like everything done switch. You got a lot of women testosterone, but they actually make sense on these platforms. And then you got a lot of these males. You see the fluctuating males that came in here. They all had estrogen high levels, high level estrogen people, estrogen. all throughout their body, homie. Like they just pumping themselves with estrogen. Hello, shout out Raider Nation. What is Raider Nation, man? I don't even know what the Raider Nation is. What is that? I know you ain't talk about that team that been last place last year. I know we ain't talk about that, big bro. Gotta get that together, man. Manly woman is sad. Manly woman is sad, but emotional men are even sadder. But see how this has been played. They done switched genders, bro. They done switched the roles. They done switched the roles, bro. Oh, don't even get me started on that. Yeah, it's more sad. It's sad. No, there's no purpose, no purpose in the world for that. Like you don't have a purpose to be like that. You don't have a purpose to be like that. You don't reprocreate or nothing. You don't have any purpose at all. Like what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? You just think you identify as something else? Well, go identify and be straight. Identify as what you're supposed to identify. Identify it. We know you're a Bronco. We love colorful Colorado. Hell yeah. I love Cali too, homie. Shout out to the Cali homies, man. Shout out to the Cali homies. Get a job. My job right now is to literally preach the good gospel to you. My job right now is to remind you what you're doing because you really don't even know what you're doing. You need a job. You need to get a platform. You need to do something, bro. Stop being just an account soldier, bro. You need to get a job. It's not a good look. Not a good look, buddy. I ain't no more than damn. Why do you hate the Hoovers? Where you from? You from six? Oh, you from neighborhoods, cuz. Oh yeah, I got him up. Why do you hate the Hoovers, man? Why you hate the Hoovers, Brody? Being able to chill is a blessing. Amen to that, homie. Let's chill. Can we just chill? Can we just relax today? Let's just relax, man. Nice trailer, man. Laughing my loud. Let's go. Let's go. Kind of blame women for taking over control, man. Man, now women getting more manly, bro. But even in that sense, men have everything more. They're more strong. How is a woman supposed to overtake a man? Nah, this is the thing. A woman's never supposed to overtake anything, bro. You're a man. You are supposed to be a leader, bro. Now, if you're getting overtook by your woman, you basically just soft. You basically soft. Yes, you know. Shout out to the real queens. I got a real queen. My queen is a beast. But even with that, my wife knows like the position of what a queen is. These fools if their women took control of everything, you a soft ass individual, bro. You need to get that shit together. Go do some workouts and get your mind right, bro. 5'5". At least your mom gave me strong boom. What's good? Shout out to you. Women won't cook anymore. You want to party and get drunk. That's crazy. I can't even get down with that either. Yeah, Trump might be that, but every politician's that. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. You might not like Trump, but even your dudes that you wanted to vote for, they were all pedophiles too. Everybody a pedophile nowadays, bro. That's just what it is. Not just him, everybody. So yeah, that's not even an argument. All them people be pedophiles. They be pedophile now. His queen dominates him. But that's the truth, bro. You gotta know when they exert being a man. Like you have to be a man. Like be a man and be a leader. Y'all fools y'all be having vaginas between your legs. That's the thing. Y'all wouldn't even be able to even be in that position because you guys, a lot of these dudes is like we talk about estrogen balls. Y'all got the female chemical. Y'all are women. A lot of these dudes is women. And they walk around with this estrogen balls, bro. They make porn pedos to have leverage. How? Yeah, they do. All of them, though. People be talking about Trump. The fools before were all pedophiles, too. You guys be crying about this dude Trump, but everybody was a pedo, bro. So what makes, I mean, you guys are arguing and crying about this and that. All them dudes was petties, bro. How often do you dye your hair? Never dye my hair. I got virgin hair, homie. I got virgin hair. Trump third term election until I really don't even give a fuck about politics no more. I gotta be real with y'all. Like, let me explain something. Before, back in the day, I'm a Fallon. Like, I'm a Fallon, right? I don't care about politics. Fallons can't vote. I was in the penitentiary. I can't vote. So I got out. I could care less about your politics. All I hear is people crying all day. That's the honest truth. Y'all be crying over shit you can't even change. But the dudes before, when they started pushing the agenda for like everything was LGBT, I'm good off that shit. No, that's not what we do. And you started seeing these people cry because Trump was said some disrespectful shit he did. I started laughing and say, yeah, that's who I'm riding with. People was so triggered behind that shit, bro. People was triggered. I said, bro, I'm riding with Trump. Trump bumps for Trump. Oh, you should have seen how people were so mad at that. But I was mad at Trump though too, because I was mad at Trump too. Because Trump made it seem like he could get rid of the LGBT. He lied to me. I thought Trump was just gonna be able to wipe out pride parades. I thought Trump was gonna be like, you going back in the house, man. You going back in the house. You come outside and you in them activities, your ass is going to jail. He lied to me. That didn't take place. So I don't even ride with Trump no more. That fool done lied. The way he was making it seem, he was going to eliminate all that shit. Only when the under incorporated roof. Women don't do any of this on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, my homies, I really just don't believe in politics at all no more. You ever put I kind of just, and then another thing is too, I'm so drained. I'm drained. I don't know how people be doing that shit all the time. Ezra, I love girls. My boys fine. They don't do shit. I'm older, so maybe that's a problem. Girls don't, are not raised like we were. Not how, yeah, because feminism, like that was probably like it was a good like women's rights and spaces are good, right? But when you start turning that into I'm just not gonna be anything but an OF model, and you start not being able to have no traits of a queen, because that's the difference. You got queens and then you got girls. You got queens, you got godly women, and then you got women of the world, the women of the world. You're not gonna get that with women of the world. Nah, I'm sorry to say. Women of the world, they want to be slaughtered. They want to be slaughtered by men in these thousand participation with 1,000 men in one day. That's what they want. Now, a queen, she gonna live by morals and values and God in the God aspect, the faith. We don't have that no more. We don't have that no more. So of course you get what you ask for. You get what you ask for. Um, Felons are they get out of incarceration should be allowed to vote. Yeah, they after a while when you discharge your number, bro, you should be allowed, and you do. I think after yeah you do. Um, but yeah, for the longest, I mean I never ever I could never even put energy into that shit. Are you a sheep? Look up. Do you believe men and women are equal? No, hell no. I don't believe when men and women are equal. Hell no. The man is the leader. You man, come on, Rada. Come on, Rada. The man is the leader of the household. The woman is the backbone of the household. The man leads his house, but women can't even. You can't even depend on men to be leaders, bro. Men, there's a lot of men that don't have the leading traits. They don't even have an ounce of leadership about them because it goes back to now they feel like they're following this program of society. They forget that, we were built to lead, homie. And anybody that says different, no. You were built to lead. You had a purpose to lead your household, homie. Protect the duties of a man. And the woman was the nurturing and the love of the house. And I'm glad I found a spiritual woman because my wife understands that to the fullest. My wife is a queen. She has a voice, but at the end of the day, I make the decision for the household. And that's how it's supposed to be. And yes, it's not talking about controlling either. I honor my mom. I honor my wife's decision, like her thoughts and what she believes, because she has a lot of good points and she's very smart. You know. Hey, Dad, you doing is anything being mean to you? Nah, nobody's being mean to me. Salute. What up, Big Easy? What's cracking with you, man? Salute to the family. How you guys doing this morning, man? Or over women? It doesn't mean controlling though. That's the difference, bro. Like people take that shit and say, "Oh, you supposed to control your wife and your girl." No, bro. That's not what it means. But you have a responsibility to the household to lead that household. That's exactly what a godly man is supposed to do. And a woman is the heart of the household. Behind every great man, there's a great woman. There's a woman that's supportive and actually helps him in his decision making. Women want to get diced down by Tyrone and yeah, at the party. Body count. You are so right. We don't have that anymore. And it's sad. It really is. It really is. But they took God out of everything. So you don't really have that because there's no morals. And it's getting worse. What is the zodiac sign? I don't do that, but I would be a Leo. I would be a Leo. No, I agree with that, Amy. Yeah, you want to keep the household together, and that's kind of what a queen's supposed to do, right? She's supposed to make the household. This is her domain. But at the same time, a real man is supposed to be the leader of the household and install, especially like with kids and stuff. You supposed to show them babies how to be to live off of morals and values. A woman can't raise a little boy, you know. A man has to teach a youngster how to be a man, work ethic, how to treat people, respect. You have a gang of women, and like my mom was single. She tried to raise us men, women, single moms. They're raising these boys to be emotional and oversensitive. You can't do that. Just like the single father raising the daughters, you can't. That's why there's a lot of masculine ladies too. Boom, they might have been raised by their fathers. They only know masculine. But with 2026 shouldn't be like that. 2026 shouldn't be like that, but it is. Yeah, Avs is getting demolished. Oh, people need another chance. They changed and became good people. God don't write them off. So yeah, thoughts on thoughts. Man, a promiscuous woman, bro, is not, to me, will never be honorable. I could never respect that. Never. I could never respect a woman that thinks that's cool, basically to be promiscuous. No, I couldn't. Jazzabout spirit all out of our world, homie. All out this world. Jazzabout. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. In many traditions with Christian household, a man is seen as a spiritual foundation, head of the house. Amen to that. And like I said, that doesn't mean controlling, because People switch that up. That doesn't mean controlling, bro. You know, but you have a duty, man. You have a duty to lead your household the right way. That's why it's like God to give us that duty for our household, bro. You're right on the head of the household. They always want to blame the man. Brother Russian, I wish you health, happiness. God bless you. God bless you. Appreciate you. Women need to pick better, man, too. It's messed up though, right, my homie? Like it's messed up because the selection out there, the selection out there is terrible from both sides though. Because 2026, we're teaching men how to be different. A lot of men lost that quality to even do anything. Like a lot of men, there's not an excuse for soft ass men, bro. They became soft. I'm sorry to burst people's bubbles. Let's check, let's take this for sure. I get on YouTube this morning and people automatically just go soft. They're just like, this dude right here, sensitive ass dudes, crying about what are we crying about? I'm sipping a cup of coffee, and you mad at Savage Shad because I got a platform talking about get a job. That's what I'm talking about. These are grown ass men doing this shit too. What the fuck? You don't have a platform. You're not talking to the good people. You don't make money off this shit. You should be with your family and kids, not on YouTube trolling. But that's what I'm saying. We got a lot of soft ass men. They look at me all day and they say, "Oh, you're off steroids," because they don't have it in them to go work out and get some muscle. You off steroids, homie? How much juice you taking? You cheating ass fool. Bro, just because you don't have it in you to go work out. Go work out. Stop crying. Make a platform if you want an opinion. Talk to the good people. It's not that hard. What's your opinion on? Yeah, I don't do the they, thems, him, shim, she's, he, she's. I don't know. I don't even know what that shit is. I just call people what they are. Man, men are the head of the household. Women are they both equal to many young have no dads. Yep, they don't. And this is another thing is too, bro. To a man, um, you shouldn't have a family, bro, and think it's all right to be in the club with the homies. For real. I'm just breaking this down. That's not how that shit works either. Just because you have a responsibility of the household, there's no where it says, and this is not good either, to act like you could have a side piece and all this. If you're gonna be down with the family, be loyal to the family, bro. Don't be out here and just because society says, hey, a man needs multiple women, and that's what we were raised off of. Like, nah, be a man for your family, bro. Have responsibilities to what you create. Don't be leaving your kids either, bro. Because half of the time, fools want to have their cake and eat it too. That's the reality. There's some bitch ass fools out here, bro. If you're going to be a man and bring kids into this world, take care of your babies, be in your baby's life. And to the women, stop holding the kids into this thing where you're playing with the kid. Oh, I'm not going to let you see your father because I'm mad at you. So it goes both ways, bro. It goes both ways. And as soon as we understand that, we'll be better off. Women went calling, but they don't want to work hard jobs. That's not all. The queens do, though. But I understand what you say. They want to be OS. It's easy. And I'll raise your man. Fathers are very important. Very true. Very true. I was raised by a mom. I'm going to be real with you. I was raised by a mother, and she was an awesome mother, but I was emotional behind it. I was emotional behind it. I used to fight because somebody looked at me wrong. At every given drop, I would fight because my emotions would overtake me. Yeah, times leaves. Yeah, not for sure. Thank you for the hundreds. I appreciate that. Lane, I appreciate that, my brother. Thank you for the hundreds, my dude. And are becoming women. What is he? What if he has a disability? Well, what can you do for the disability, right? I mean, I understand that. There's always situations, there's always rules, and there's always things that might take you away from that. But you still can have good morals and values on it. Keep going. You have good content. You'll keep getting many views. God bless you. Shout out to you. Really out you. Yeah, hell yeah. Jazabal out here running rapid. Trees. Now, why are you on YouTube? Why not be on YouTube, man? Look at I'm touching a lot of people. We're talking good people, homie. Why not be on YouTube? Why? What kind of question is that? You come to YouTube to view. I come to YouTube to just chop it up, right? And make a little bit of money. Why not? It's Memorial Day, bro. Why not? We're about to barbecue. We're gonna have a good time. What if a girl you met told you they hooked up once overseas? Like they hooked up with somebody overseas when they were on a trip? I mean, you got to think about that, right? Kind of got to sometimes you got to not dibble and dabble what's going on right now. Like if it was the past, I mean, you can't really get mad. You can't bring that into the new relationship. What is this content? Wealth destroys labor. For single mothers, children are terrible. How? Yeah, it really is. Yeah. I would say like this, you can't control somebody, the past of the situation, right? Don't bring that into a relationship or bring that into what's going on like right now. You have to understand everybody went through some shit. Sometimes, sometimes the situation was maybe they did have a past. But if you choose to go into that over whatever reasoning, you gotta take what comes with that shit. Like check it out. If you chose to be with a thought, right? If you chose to be with a promiscuous woman and you knew this, you cannot cry about the situation later when you get mad at the situation. You kind of made your own bed, bro. You kind of made your own bed. So you can't cry about that shit. If you knew this, if you're with a female that has a body count, or even to the females, if you are with some dude that has a body count and he has side chicks and that's what he does, and then you go into it expecting to change this dude, you're in for a long, rude awakening. You're in for a rude awakening. Because if this fool is not going to change for them, he ain't changing for your ass. So don't cry about that shit when he out there with your neighbor and all that shit. You need to choose men that are have something going for themselves. Same thing with men need to choose a female that has something going for herself. I'm 37. I was married for 21 years. Every girl over 30 had 5 to 10 boyfriends that have cheated, abused them. And then I'm coming to prove I'm not the same as her exes at that. Yeah, but what do you mean? You don't think that can be the difference between the outcome? But if she gave it up to a random overseas, that can be a red flag for the future. I mean, do you believe people change though? That's the thing is if you kind of see, I'm a spiritual person though too, right? If God can forgive and he forgive everybody for their sins, what why am I better than God? If he forgave people and he kind of died on the cross for our sins and everything we do to people that hate him and people that are out there, what makes me better than God? You got to forgive, bro. Now, if I'm going to say like this, don't put yourself through multiple situations. Because if, like, I tell my wife this at all times. If you happen to ever think you was going to cheat, we're never going to be together. Like, we're done. The first time you show them actions, I'm done. I'm not doing that shit. Yeah. Because I'm not going to be in a situation where that repeatedly happens. And I know my self-worth either too. And the same with my wife. My wife should never go through that, you know? Some CDL drivers do well. Most of trucking immigrants. How much money they make on the CDLs though? Local. My bad, homie. Let me be a man. Take care of the kids. Yeah, no, for sure. Hell yeah, take care of your babies, man. Bro, did you go to the gym today? Nah, I'm about to go here in a minute. I'm gonna go to the gym in a minute. My son had kids with a good woman. He ended up leaving her and start. That's you can't, and that's mind blowing right there. They're a good. Sadly, he is going to regret it. How? Yeah, because it's not always greener on the other side, man. If you got a good woman, it's hard to come by good people. Cherish that shit. Don't walk out of that shit, bro. Like what? What? Yeah, cherish that shit. If you have a good person and you rock with that person, cherish that, bro. Don't be walking out on that because then you're gonna really regret that shit. Um, Not OTR. Know what you are getting into and what you want before you start any relationship. A lot of people don't, though, Ames. People are going into these relationships with baggage and baggage and baggage. They are. They bring their baggage into their new relationship, and it's never works out because they're still holding on to something in their old relationship. So they bring it over. God does not want you to have multiple partners. God don't want you to have sex on mortality. Heck nah. That shit attaches to people. The spiritual, like the spirits of Jezebel and the lustful spirit. Over the road is almost Susie foreign. Okay. It went from company owned trucks with unions. Boom. Damn. So are you saying that CDL is the place to go? Did it once. Is a risk. Do it again. Risk to hook up with random. I used to be an individual that kind of lived like that though. When I was younger, bro, I used to be an individual that just was living for the the purpose of lust. I mean, really, for me, I grew up like that from an early age. The early days of teenagerism, we was taught to have multiple partners and have a gang of females on the team. That's what we was taught. Yeah. And then when I look at that right now, it's like I'm looking at that shit and I'm like, damn, homie, I put a lot of baggage on my own neck with that shit. Company wants you to use your own car, damn. So they don't provide. What I'm saying is that girls over 30 looking for a relationship are damaged and you'll have to come and prove yourself. And that's her exes. But same thing with a lot of men are damaged. Everybody's damaged, bro. That's why you have to have a spiritual foundation, homie. Because everybody's damaged. Everybody's damaged. Everybody's going into a new relationship with some damage, and everybody's has to actually prove. That's why a lot of times it doesn't even work with different things, right? Everybody's damaged, man. It's a crazy thing. He died for our sins. Yeah, he did. Amen to that. It's better, and you'll have peace. I agree with you. I agree with you tremendously. Um, I'm saying that CDL isn't what it once was. Oh, see, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, my bro. I got I got my PC set up through trucking and gym equipment. Nice. Okay. How long did that take? How long did that take? Owner operates the truck. You should do a double backflip off the top of your house into a trampoline. Then you rebound out the seven triple backflips, twist night, gymnastic style. Cool. That's dope, my brother. The church does not allow divorce or cheating. Um, 1 year. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Be good to the good. Be good, man. Be good, and you know, just Try to live by some morals and values where you're trying to help. That's all. That's all I can say to people. People, people, People be lost out here, man. They be lost. I think sometimes we all walk around with our heads cut off. Everybody gets a little lost sometimes, you know. My mom always used to ask me this. She'd be like, "What is the purpose of life, bro? What is the purpose of life?" And I really used to think about that. Like, what's the purpose of life, bro? What is the purpose of life? There has to be more fulfillment to life, bro, than just running around with your head cut off and just living careless. You would make a great pastor couple, you and your wife, Evan as evangelist, to travel, talk to people. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Good to the good people, man. Get out there and do some footwork, right? Yeah, I feel that. Have you checked your military observation? No, I haven't, bro. I never did that. What you're talking about? We're just talking about leaving a legacy. Like, bro, like you supposed to be out here trying to help the next person and help people reach some type of ambition. People don't give a care about nothing. You believe in Jesus? I do. Yes, I do. Over 20% of people have implants from. Wow, what's good? What up, Wes Woods? What's cracking with you today, my brother? You out with my mental illness? Did I? I appreciate that, man. Like, that's good to know, homie. That's good to know. That's good to know. Because there's been a lot of like, and I know it's internet, I know it's the internet, right? And that right there is more rewarding than anything that I ever do on this. Somebody told me yesterday, and they said that shit hateful. Them fool said, "You are a failing YouTuber. Stop with this shit. You're not good at it." Then I looked at that shit. I'm like, "Damn, homie, I must have triggered this person, or this fool just really just has hate for Savage Chev. He was not trying to speak no life into nobody." So when I hear stuff like that, you help me with my mental illness, I'll be like, okay, that's the purpose, homie. That's the purpose through a lot of things, bro, right there. Before anything else we talk about, that's the purpose. Because if I could help chop it up with somebody going through something, that's what we do this for, definitely. One person out of 1,000 people, that's them goal right there. That's how health better and well. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you tremendously on that. Even if you only have one person, bro, it's fulfillment, brother. Fulfillment. Fulfillment. And that's where I go back to the gang situation, right, my bro? OG homie. That's where I go back to the gang situation. For me to live the life that I lived and get out the gang life and go through prison, and for me not to chop it up with the youngsters, bro, I would not be fulfilling the duty that I was supposed to be actually fulfilling. For me not to give the insight to youngsters, I would be not fulfilling my duty as an individual. I have a responsibility to people, and that's what I understand. I understand that. What up, Big Reg? What's good with you, brother? I salute to you. It can't, that's one thing. It can't go to non-use. It has to be something that, it's bigger than you. You're doing something bigger than yourself. Pray for your enemies and God will deal with them. Your mind will be free of them. Don't give evil people free rent in your head. Amen. Amen to that. So yeah, that's one thing that I understand. That's a thing that I understand, because I understood that yesterday. I was like, damn. I mean, there's some people that no matter what the situation is, they're gonna do everything in their possibility to have some type of hate. Hope you have a blessed day. Hope you have a good Memorial Day too. What is everybody doing for Memorial Day? What you guys doing? How you guys doing today? You guys gonna be barbecuing? I'm gonna hit off some barbecue. You just gotta not care what people say to you. I'll say this, and I'll be transparent. I'll be transparent. I'll be transparent. It takes a lot of years to understand that and be able to conquer that to the T because um, that was what I was saying. I'm gonna go back to what I was saying, right? I was raised in a mindset with older homies and stuff. Like you handle every form of business. Anything that comes your way, you gotta handle that shit accordingly. Because if you don't, people are gonna think that they actually can play with you, act any way with you. They're gonna think that they could say whatever they want to you. Where I come from, that's a no-no. So we were taught them morals and values. Just another day. Hell yeah. Just came back from Santiago. Got me some burritos. Let's go. Let's go, homie. Nice. There's rules to this shit, bro. I'm from the east side, but that life wasn't for me to live. And you know what, my homie? That's actually that's dope that you actually understand that shit, you know? Because a lot of youngsters, bro, a lot of people they live in a life that it's not even for them. They trying to fit in, and it's a sad situation because then sometimes it just becomes too late for these youngsters. They don't realize that's not for me. That's not for me right there. But they trying to live a life that is not them. At the end of the day, they're probably not even that person, you know? But it's a blessing. It's a blessing when you realize that. It's a blessing when you actually realize that. Um, I know what you're saying, but you always going to get those type of people. No, no, and I'm gonna say you're absolutely right. I was not um saying you was wrong in that, you know. I was not saying you was wrong in that because that's the reality is, bro, you can't care about what everybody says because everybody's gonna have a different opinion. Everybody is. People just hate to hate, homie. Every day we see this. People just hate to hate. What up? Shout out to you guys, man. I ate a burrito yesterday. Nice. People just hate everything, bro. That's just the nature of people. If they see somebody doing better than them, they hate. If they see somebody with something more than they wanted, they're gonna hate. That's just the nature of people, you know. Um, and that's how you want to actually want to have that mindset because that's a good mindset. Let shit roll off the shoulder, homie. Yeah, because envy is everything, you know. Envy is people be living off that envy, bro. What up? Do you believe getting away from the streets for good? Um, yeah, I mean you have to though, bro. Be careful what you say, homeboy. Be careful what I say. Hell yeah. Not for sure. Have a good day. Well, I'll say that. I'll say that to you. Have a good day, Hito. God bless you, homeboy. More high salute to you. I want to see you fly in, kick a midget outside of Target. Damn. Oh, shout out to y'all, man. And I like that. Appreciate you. You are my dog. Hell yeah. Salute. Hey, I appreciate everybody, man. Nah, you really to be truthful, it's crazy, bro, when you think about that shit. Let's go off of that. Let's go off of what the homie was talking about. That's another thing is we lost any sense of consequence too. People out here, there's no consequence to anything. Like people just do whatever they want. They say whatever they want, you know. People be wilding out. Like they just say whatever they want. No discipline. We got away from discipline, like a good discipline. What steroids you on? I'm not, I don't even, man, I'm off of TRT. I'm just off of TRT, my bro. Too much crack keeps you small. The crack pipe does keep you small. Going, do you think he looks like he uses them? He said, you look like you use some steroids. What TRT you taking? How you get it? I went to a clinic. So I went to go do my blood work, and my testosterone levels were a little bit lower. So I just go to a clinic. It's called a man's sports clinic. It's for men, like TRT. Yeah, it's good. I mean, clarity is a thing. I'm thinking about it because, man, I don't feel 20. Yeah, it's actually conducive, homie. I recommend it, especially if you're not young no more, like all the way young. It give you energy, bro, for sure. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna definitely feel good. What do you work out for? To stay just level headed and have some good health, you know. I don't wanna like a lot of people is they're broke down at the age of 30 looking crazy out here. I don't wanna be that, you know. I wanna stay healthy. There's nothing like feeling strong, you know? Nothing like feeling strong. Like feeling strong is the ultimate. It's just the ultimate thing. Like, damn, bro, I feel strong. My mind's on point. You know, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I need energy. It's definitely my testosterone. Hell yeah, bro. Immediately you'll feel the effects of that shit. Immediately, bro. Um, you look extremely overweight. Why do I look overweight, my brother? Do I look like I'm overweight? What do you mean? How do I look like I'm overweight? Does this look like it's overweight? What do you mean? That really looks like I'm overweight? Damn. Until you snatch one of these little homies up into a pretzel. Hell yeah. Now you gotta just snatch them up. Just like, let's go. Until you snatch. It feels awesome. It does, bro. It does though, you know? It's one of them things you feel younger. You do feel younger, you know? Um, he said, yeah. Nah, it one thing about it is like people don't understand this, big red. Like to be real with you, I just want to really be truthful. When you're 30 years old, bro, your testosterone levels stop. Like it slows down tremendously. You eat processed foods, it slows down tremendously. You drink alcohol, it slows down tremendously. Everything out here slows down your test levels, brother. And when you have low testosterone, yeah, it's not no joke, bro. You really gain the female chemical estrogen. It overtakes. That's why a lot of people are emotional. So testosterone, TRT, it just helps you get some of your natural youth back. Like it makes you energetic. You can sleep better. You can go to sleep. Like it's just a good thing for you, bro. It's not even considered really a steroid. You know what I'm saying? Because testosterone, you need it. Like Trent and Gear is different. Like real steroids are different, you know? That's a bold face lie, dude is jacked, but did well at your 30s. Um, Not really. I was in and out of prison. I mean, I was in prison and I got out and I started gang banging and it just like messed me up. So yeah. What do you think about for muscle recovery? I have two different sides to it. Like you got to really know what you're doing with that shit because if you don't, bro, it can actually damage your body more than anything. But it's good for recovery. It just if you don't stay on it and stay like dedicated, you're gonna lose everything, bro. It's like so. First, I think people should like do their testosterone levels first and go check first in a controlled place. Do that right, and then don't mess with steroids, bro, at first. Don't mess with peptides at first. Testosterone actually helps you recover faster too, you know? So, yeah, Do what's good for your body, homie. That's what I say. Why are you looking so old, asshole, today? Shit, I'm kind of tired. I stayed up drinking last night. I drank last night. I need to start working out, bro. I'm 18 months sober. Oh, nice. Nice, my brother. And I went from 144 to 245. Well, check this out. That's how you conquer that shit, bro, being sick of it. Cause I could hear in your voice you're sick of that. And it's because you know better, you have better potential for yourself, homie. The first sign of being successful is that you can actually say it. I'm done with this shit. I'm done feeling like this. I'm done looking like this. If you can admit that, you're already beating the whole thing, bro. Like you're on your way to success. The next day, go to the gym, homie. Get a membership whenever you can. Start doing little things that better yourself. Eat a little better. Drink some good water, homie. Start putting a lot of water in your system, and just go from there. Little steps, bro. Don't do it so fast. You'll break yourself down if you do it so fast. Little steps, homie. Baby steps. Baby steps. Uh, well, daddy, shut the F up. You dirty one. Boom. Homie Latin lover. What's good, bro? I just broke down. Go home from Durango last night. Damn. That's crazy, bro. Being sober is best thing that happened to me, my life. Oh, see, and that was probably the first go, homie, being sober. And I gotta actually give you some dues, homie. Congratulations on that shit, bro. Congratulations, bro. You gonna feel the effects of that later down the road, homie. And you should have some healthy food and some rest. How yeah, you have to. You have to. Hello, how are you doing? I'm good. You have an anger issue? I do. I'll admit that. I'll admit that tremendously. I do got an anger issue, but I work on it every day. Every day I work on that shit. I've had an anger issue since I was a kid. Shit pisses me off all the time, but I work on it every day. Like I do little tools that help me. I stay in the gym just for the anger issue. I hit the heavy bag when I get pissed, you know. So, it's one of them things. It's a work in progress, but we pulling up. We doing what we have to. Gorgeous eyes. Thank you. Thank you. Anger killed me. Being, excuse me, being angry killed me. Like being angry all the time, it took a lot of energy out of me. Like it killed me as it took a lot of life off of me being angry and stressed out, you know? Being angry and stressed out all the time, it just took a lot of life from me. I try to laugh, I try to be peaceful, I try to be happy now. It's hard to get to that. It's hard to get there because a lot of my life has just been hectic. My anger got me locked up for 2 years. That's just no joke, but it's a process. And like the homie said, my anger got me in the penitentiary too. You know, there was nothing. There was not a good outcome from being angry all the time because I used to lash out. I used to lash out, and it finally caught up to me. And going to prison too. That shit makes you more angry. But it killed a lot of my life. Like it made me de-energized, to be real with you, more than anything. I'm talking about drained. Stress drained me. Like, damn, this shit is fucking over overwhelming. So I choose to try to be happy now, bro. I try to be happy a lot more now. And you know what makes me happy? Dumb shit. Little dumb shit makes me happy. Shit. I'll go outside to the trails and just walk some trails and look at some mother nature. You know what I'm saying? Some nature. That shit'll make me happy. Being grounded in a faith, being grounded in my faith, that will make me happy. Not the materialistic or any of that shit. That shit don't make me happy. But every day since I first met you, you look happier. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's all about trying to get a peace of mind and be happy. You know, that was one of the main reasons I joined the military. Taught me a lot of discipline. Damn. I guarantee, hell yeah, I guarantee that, bro. You know, structure, and just being more militant, being in the military with a family that you can expand with and learn some structure in your life. You know, that's dope, bro. Emotions are dangerous. They teach you that in martial arts, so that you know the right amount of force to right situation. And that's another thing too, right there, bro. You make a perfect point. You make a perfect point. Sometimes you be angry, bro, and you might not even try to hurt somebody. But the emotion in itself right there, like when you're in the heat of the act, sometimes you go overboard off of being angry. Really do something that you don't really want to do. And then you think about it after, like, damn, why did I just do that? Fuck, bro. And I used to be like that, explosive. And that never worked out for me, you know? It gave me time in prison, a lot of hurts, a lot of, yeah. You went from very upset and trying not to go back to prison. Now yeah, hell yeah, man. We, man, grow up to be pissed off and intimidating. And that's what I had to learn too, bro. Like you made a good point right there. Like I used to have a vendetta against society for me going to prison. For me, my actions, I used to be pissed at the world and say, "Oh, they just put me in this system." And I used to live like that every day, playing the victim role. I think it was a victim role for myself. I used to make that an excuse. Oh, I'm in the system, homie. I can't get a job. I can't stay free. I'm just a project, baby. I used to talk like that. And that's what kept me down. Like that's what actually drained me because I would play victim to my circumstance until I just started thinking like, brother, you're going into your 40s. If you don't change that mindset, you're gonna be 50 just mad at the world. I didn't want to be like that, homie. And I refuse to be like that. What up, my homie? Happy, what's good with you, big worm? Shout out to you, my brother. Salute to you, fam. Salute to the homie, homie. I hope you good. It's good seeing you, my homie. It's good to see you. My dad always told me, be careful of the nice ones. They have mastered how to hide their demons. My tough guy is predictable. Nice guys is not. Real. I mean, you know, if you look at it, most people that really just are about something, they don't display that shit really. It'll be the ones that just subtle, you would never expect it, homie, and then they go off and do some crazy shit, you know? Crazy shit. Me, you kind of knew what you got with me. I was a live wire, homie. Like when I tell you, I used to trip off of everybody, everything. If you came up the block driving in a car, and I think you glance at me the wrong way, I'm hitting you up to see where you at, what time it is. Like I'm out in public tripping. I don't even know how I got through a lot of life like that because I should have been dead half of the time. You know, being like that, it puts a target for you to die because you really making problems out here. You know, so yeah, but that's actually real, homie. Like you gotta be careful of the quiet ones that hold that shit in. I seen this homeboy in Pueblo at Classic. Was he get in a fight with his old lady? Then a old man told him to chill. The homie hit the old man and killed. Damn, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's like he probably didn't even mean that, but at the time he just literally just went overboard with it, acting emotional. I feel that I blamed the world for me being an addict. When I got sober, I realized everything that was wrong in my life was me. And once you can admit that shit, you feel a lot better because then you can actually hit the problem. And that's how I feel. Like you can hit the problem clarity. You don't have that second guessing like, nah, bro. We make life what it is for ourselves. If you want something to everybody, bro, don't let your circumstance be the reason why you don't touch your purpose. Like don't. It doesn't matter if you from the hood and you a generational with that shit. If you want better for yourself, make that shit happen. No matter what anybody tells you either, because real motherfuckers that rock with you are gonna be like, he wanted better for himself. Much respect to the homie. The fake fools, they're gonna be mad at it. You know, like, um, where you at? I'm in Denver, Colorado. Mile High salute, Mile High salute. Are you a professional wrestler in super class pro? No, I'm not. I'm not. The deer. Boom. Um, yeah, so that's that, man. Like, yeah, and move forward and address the thing that are holding you down, and you get conquered all the obstacles. How? Yeah, yeah, man. It's a must. Like, yeah, man. That's a that's deep right there, bro. That's deep. Because you'll have a clarity to be able to hit the shit head on and be like, okay, this is what we have to do. I think the only thing that worked for me, bro, is really kind of like secluding myself and really just thinking about things that just kept me back and then trying to take different little things out of my life that kept me down, you know? And it helped me tremendously, homie. It really did, you know? Now it came with, there was some haters on the situation, but I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, like, these same haters are the reason why I was kind of in a rut because I'm literally taking on different things behind these people. They didn't have my best interest. So why should I care? Why should I actually care now about these people's feelings about it? I couldn't. Nah, hell no. I couldn't, my homie. South Denver in the building. What's up with you, man? How's everybody doing on this Memorial Day? We chilling. We shooting the shit. Shooting the shit, definitely. You know. But yeah, that's kind of how you have to take it. You do have to take it one day at a time, bro. You do have to take it one day at a time. And when you're on a mission, you have to block out anything that might keep you from your goals. You got to block it out. I know I did. I know I did. You know, yeah, I had to flip the script, bro. I don't hang around with no one used to hang around with. I got a noose over circle. It's all love. We all want the best for each other. Still sharpens steel, brother. That's not just a fake saying, homie. Still sharpens steel. You are gonna become the people that are around you. Whoever you're around, homie, it doesn't matter if you're a strong-headed person, like you're gonna become the people that you keep around you for the most part. So sometimes when you're going and meeting goals, you have to get the negativity out your life, any negativity, because you want something better for yourself. You know, I have to stay away from negative people for toxic drama. Life too short. My gramps used to say, better alone than in bad company. Yeah, because you get diluted, bro. You get diluted. Regardless if you can make decisions on your own, you get diluted by who's around you, bro. Like it's just like water and oil, homie. The water is gonna get diluted by oil if you put it in there. And not only that, you're guilty by association too. You're guilty by association, homie. Even in the gang life, your enemies see you with these dudes. They might not even beef with you personally. You gonna get the wrath of that shit. You gonna get the domino effect of of your homie's enemies, you might get killed in the process. You might take a case because you're just around these dudes. That's why you have to choose and pick who you chill with and have in your circle. That's 100% correct. When you lift weights, do you hit cardio? I hit a lot of cardio, a lot of cardio. I try to box. I try to stay boxing like all the time. Yeah, every time I work out, I do boxing. Facts. That's so true because the influence runs deep. Hey man, hell yeah. I'm the first example of that shit. I'm an alpha. I got little homies. I got little homies. I'm an alpha. I'm a bona fide homie from the hood. I got a lot of respect in the hood as an older homie. But I'm gonna tell you like this: when I get around my young homies, and I get around like the younger homies, I start acting like some of the younger homies because I feel good. It's just comfortable. I start going back into that old character because the younger homies got some respect and they got some love. What up, Big Sev? Love you, big bro. And I start acting like these dudes. And then I have to bounce back out of that shit like, bro, you shouldn't even be around this. This ain't even you no more. You're acting out of character now. Go sit your old ass down on the couch, onks. I have to get in that mindset like, bro, you survived the most. God brought you out of the worstest sickness ever, homie. And this is what you're doing right now, acting like these little youngsters. Okay, keep playing. You're gonna build your own bed. You're gonna burn in that shit. And it's the truth. It's the truth, my bro. You listen to gospel music. I do a little bit. I do like more Christian rap. Brian Trejo, Seven, some worship music. I do. Hell yeah. Did you play college ball? Nah, bro. I didn't get a chance. I wish I would have. I went to prison though. That's the reason why I didn't go to college, man. I would have wanted to go to college. I would have actually wanted to go to college, bro. Play some sports. That's not meant for you exactly. Guilty by association, bro. Guilty by association. Like, that's why I stay away. I stay away from that bullshit, man. Where you a linebacker. Now I play safety, bro, and defensive end and safety. Half cast, my bro. That's why. Okay, okay. Let me see real quick. Um, what's up, Big Lays? What's good with you, fool? Laugh out, Uncle Sev. I have to tell myself that, fool. Like, you ain't no young chicken, homie. You 40 years old. Your dumbass will be around the younger homies and they'll catch a case and you going down in indictments. And then you 40, you get out in 20 years, you already gonna be fucking old ass man because you wanted to be around the younger homies. I don't I gotta be real. I don't have an ounce of energy to give to nobody no more with when it comes to the streets, bro. You know? They don't even and nowadays homies don't even listen to fools. These little youngsters don't give a fuck about what you be saying. You could tell them you're gonna die. There's a fucking danger outside the door. They're gonna go have to see that shit for theyself. It was different when I was growing up. The older homies would tell us, and we would take heed to that shit. We actually would take heed, like, damn, the older homie gave us some real knowledge to keep ourselves to keep us alive. Nowadays, you tell the young homies, don't go over there, homie. Them motherfuckers are gonna go pull up and die or catch a case. Nothing better to keep you in shape than boxing. Hell yeah, I love that shit too, bro. I've been I've been actually on that heavy bag like something vicious, bro. Hey, y'all sub up to my channel too, man. Hit the like, notification bell, everything, man. Share everything, comment. Hey, go check out my last video too. Hit the profile pic on top and just go check out the last video. Life is a journey, learning every day, facts. I'm learning that shit at 40, bro. I barely understood this about myself. You want to know something real, some real talk? Like, I'm gonna really be transparent with you. I really didn't even, I really didn't even bang because I really didn't even gang bang and go down that road because it was just me. I did that shit because first and foremost, I wanted the love from the older cousins. And having love from the older cousins meant the most to me because my pops was just not there. That's why I gangbang. My loyalty was to my older cousins. And before I even could make any decisions, I was too deep in that shit. I felt like it. Well, why I'm saying that is because when I look at when I look at my whole life, at 40 years old, I realized I'm not really that motherfucker, homie, that um is just a savagery fucking convict. That's not even me, bro. I care about people. I care about people, homie. So that was an identity that was taught. And then I literally just got good at that shit. But at 40 years old, I can admit that now. I'm not just this savagery convict that just will. Man, I'll say it like this. I want, like, I'll kill if I have to over survival. I'm going to pop you. If you come and bring harm to my family, I'll kill your ass. But I don't want to bring harm to people just to do it. I'm not on demon time, homie. That's not me. You know, like, and I understand that now. I can be comfortable on saying that. Certified crash out mentality nowadays. And I used to be that dude because I wanted to be that dude. I was trying to prove to myself. And that's the worst person. Trying to prove to myself I'm just this demon time motherfucker, bro. And when I look at that shit now, like, what demon time? You understand when you say demon time, you're saying something hella deep, bro. Nah. You on demon time, you don't even know what you're even saying at that moment, especially when you're young, homie. What's up, Bonk? You ever thought about coming into slap fighting? Nah, bro, I never did. I think that was like the most craziest type of war. That's the craziest athlete right there. Tired of the drama now, for real. I got into that life because of my older brother. I wanted to be like him. Hell yeah. Influences, bro. The influence of like people around you, man. You are going to make it say, hell yeah, we gonna do it, bro. We climb it to the top. We actually climb it to the top. There's nothing about anything we can't go down no more. We gotta just keep striving, hit the top. 40, but feeling like 20. That's the game. Keep moving the inner child alive, homie. And that's why I be laughing, homie. That's why I play a lot, bro. Because I used to hold this fucking me mug on my face just everywhere I go, just mugging, homie, just mad at the world. And that shit is not the way to live, bro. So I try to play a lot more. I try to be happy a lot more, bro. Greetings to the chat and the host. What's up? How you doing, man? God bless you, homie. God bless you. Salute. Hey, having to look over my shoulder, waiting for the cops. That was the terrible, having a warrant for your arrest. A warrant for your arrest, homie. Shit, the worst one was when you thought you was gonna have a good night and the cops actually come and run your info and you got a warrant for your arrest. And you didn't even, man, you're like, I was gonna go take care of that shit. I hated that. Are you in a gang? I was in a gang. Shit, people consider me still in a gang. People still consider me a member. I don't partake in gang banging though. Because I say I'm a child of God before anything. I'm glad you pulled it together, my brother. I'm a baby Christian myself. Progress, not perfect. Hey, and I want to say this to you. Hey, congratulations on giving your life to the Lord. Don't overthink it, brother. Don't get down on yourself because you feel like it's overwhelming. Like God has a purpose and it's in his timing, homie. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you're not doing it right. Because there's no way to do this walk right, homie. Let God work on you in his timing, bro. Because one thing that's probably detrimental and the worst thing I could say is people being too judgmental on people that are coming to the word. A lot of, I met some Christian brothers that they made me feel like shit, homie. And that should never be, because that could have been detrimental to my walk. You know, you need to just do it in God's timing, bro, and he'll work on you. He'll work on you, my bro. Less mugging, more hugging. Less mugging, more hugging, bro. That's a dope ass saying, homie. Hell yeah. Check on your brothers, man. Check on your good people. Check on the good people in your life. It's not, there's no biggie. Call your family and be like, hey, homie, you good? You doing good mentally? Overthinking makes you old. Let it go. Live it now. Let's go, brother. And that's another thing is too, we live in now, homie. I don't want to walk on this earth and be 70 years old and say, damn, fool, you let life just soak your energy, your youth. You let life, you walked around this shit pissed. And now you're bitter beer face at 70 years old. You gotta let that shit go, bro. Don't even get mad over shit you can't change. Don't even get mad over shit you can't change. That's why I could never do that's why I said this, bro. I could never do politics. Like I tried to dabble in the politics the last thing when they were, and I seen how much that should drain me because everybody's just pissed at each other. You say one thing, you're the enemy, fools want to kill you, and you're talking shit to these dudes, and I could never do politics. I can't even change that shit, man. Whoever's in office, bro, you're not gonna be able to change yourself. They're gonna do whatever they're gonna do. That's why I won't even do politics. I can't do it. I don't know how people grow up off that shit. That shit is draining. My family, half of my family hated me because I said one little thing. I'm like, damn, you hate me now? I said, man, that's not the way to go. Mm. We have very little we control, maybe just the way we react sometimes. Good morning. So I was like, the homegirl, what up? How you doing? I had looked. It said that you wasn't subbed up to my channel no more. So I was like, I hope I didn't disrespect the homegirl. Shout out to you. How you doing this morning on this Memorial Day? I was like, I hope I didn't say nothing to the homegirl to disrespect her, you know? And if I do, I apologize. But I was like, yeah, she ain't subbed up to the channel no more. Now, it might be that you just got pushed. There's been a lot of subs coming to my channel, but I was like, man, what up, Denver Maid? What's cracking with it? Salute to the good people, man. You look like you collect debt. I have, though, bro. I'm not going to lie with you. I have. I collected a lot of debt. I collected a lot of debt. I'm 56 years old and have been checking out live podcasts for about a month now. This is by far the best podcast. Hey, I appreciate that, homie. Like, I appreciate that for real, you know? And it's just, it might be one of them things too that we kind of, you know, it's the same kind of, not the same journey, but we have family in Christ, homie, you know? So yeah. That's cool though, bro. Where you tapping in from, fam? Where you tapping in from, Denver? I'm gonna start doing a lot more of these, a lot more, bro, because I think I want to start getting something together for the real people of, you know, the streets, man, and just bring a level head to be real, bro. You work out, dang, your shoulders are big. I try to. Man. I try to stay fitness, man, because that's one thing. If I say anything prison taught me, anything that prison taught me, it was health. A lot of the older convicts in there, bro, health. That was like one of the best things that prison could teach was health. Health taught me a lot. Um, I'm 31 years old. Any life lessons? Let me get another cup of coffee. Life lessons for me. Life lessons, bro. Um, try to do things that you enjoy, bro. Like try to do stuff that gives you a peace of mind. Don't overthink too much, bro. Like don't try to control stuff you can't change. Only control what you can change. You know, only stress over things that you can change. And just work hard, bro. Work hard. Um, Golden rule. It's the Bible. Treat people as you want to be treated. Show respect to respect. Now I agree with that. Hell yeah. I agree with that tremendously. What podcast what do you talk about? We have a Box State Business podcast. We do like the Box State Business podcast with my partner. And then I get on here and just chop it up with the good people all the time, you know. How our going to Civil War with Torpoil portraits. Damn, you still on here, what up, Alley? What's up with you, bruh? I ain't seen you in a minute, homie. What's good with you? Yeah, prison, you don't have much choice. I saw guys going to prison as a crackhead and coming out like a bodybuilder. Well, yeah, because like, you know, you have to stay ready. Definitely have to stay ready at all times in the penitentiary. You know, you got to stay ready at all times in the pen. So yeah, that's one of the main things. It was probably one of the better things that was taught though, because everything else, homie, was the convict mindset. You know, you seem wise. I subscribe. I appreciate you. Salute. Appreciate you. Everything else was just the politics of the penitentiary, and it was like, you know, that was not always good. I am from the Neverland, so it's different here. What so how is this set up out there? Do you Would you say the Neverlands is more about the citizens and the people? Would you say that? Like, would you say that there's opportunity out there? Because I feel like in America, the American dream's kind of like it like dissolved. 60s in this motherfucker. What up with the neighborhoods? What's up with the 6 O's? What's cracking with you, bro? How you doing today? Were you tapping in from the motherland? I love Europe when I was okay. Germany, nice. Okay, nice, nice. Hell yeah, here is Netherlands. You got a lot of options and government assistance. You would think when you say America, right, that you would have opportunities. But I feel like every year we get more and more separated from opportunities. Like there's opportunities, but it comes with a lot of sacrifice, like the sacrifice of pretty much your life. If you want to be, you know, real successful, you gonna have to work a lot of years, 24-hour shifts, and you know, and that comes with a little percentage, bro. You're gonna be working for somebody. You know, unfortunately, no one cares about anyone else in the U.S. That's the truth. You know, that's the truth. I realize, and that's why, you know, it is so critical. It's so critical to change that narrative. That's why I wanted to do it, bro. Change the narrative of like, yeah, I'm not just gonna be a statistic, homie. You got to change that up. You got to change some of your actions up. Like, you got to make it happen, really, to be truthful. What they call you, where you from? In my hood, that was number one. Shit, they call me Big Sevlo, homie. They call me Big Seven, but the homies, my neighborhood calls me Sevlo. We from East Denver, my brother. Yeah, shout out to all the riders out there, man. Hell yeah, Mall High salute. I was on the other side, my friend. I was screwed, but I was a fair one. Damn, that's interesting, my bro. It's wild to think about that shit, right? That shit is wild to think about that. It seems like now though you got your shit together too. I mean, you got your shit together, you know? You know? Shit, that's all we could really do. That's all we could really do, man. Is have our stuff together and just prosper, to be real. Hey, and I want to say this too, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in, coming to chop it up about some real coming to chop it up about some real life situations. I know after the beginning of this, there was a gang of trolls in here. I think the trolls came in and then they just kind of just realized you can't defeat the real, like if you a troll, you gonna feel stupid. And I think the trolls disappeared. So I appreciate all the real ones coming in here. Trolls just have a little traffic for like 5 minutes, and then it little wavers itself out, you know. So I appreciate all the homies in here. I rescued an older cat this weekend. It felt right to save her. Nice. Hell yeah, you gonna get a good blessing for that, bro. Like just be a good person, you know. Just be a good person. So try to be a good person. It's crazy that you say that because you would think that's where we should be, right? Try to be a good person, a better person. It seems like nowadays, what is cool is not to be a good person. You know, be on demon time and be a crash out. That's what people out here take as respect. Like, oh, you got the clout, you crashed out. It's backwards. It's hella backwards. Big Jero, happy Memorial Day, brother. Salute to you, man. Week is love. Gotta stay hard. I feel that, bro. Let's go. Let's go, my dogs. Salute to the real ones. Hey, y'all sub up to the channel, man. Hit the like, share, and notification bell. I appreciate you guys. Water off a duck's back when people hate. Yeah. It's like people have to. People actually have to, bro. That's how they feel like they have to operate is through hate. Through the littlest things, too. It's like, bro, why do you have to hate? Why are you hating right now? What does it do for you to hate? Because even if you hate, you probably can't even change the outcome of that situation. So why hate? Participate. Being a good person got me killed in workplace. I hated that too, bro. But check this out. I want to say this. Even with that, right, got you killed in the workplace. I think, and I don't know if you're spiritual, but I think God has favor on your life, bro. Because if you was a good person, God has favor on your life. He don't let that shit go. He don't let that shit go void. He's not gonna throw a blind eye to you being a good person in the workplace. You're gonna be rewarded for that. That's how I feel. Yeah, bro. Let's see. Yeah, I will, mama. I will. I got you. You're gonna be rewarded for that shit eventually, bro. I'm not sure if they call guard screws where you from. Nah, they call them COs. They call them COs out here. Yeah, they call them COs. The guards, the COs. They call them screws where you from. What do you say to keep a hater coworker away? To be real with you, I say I have some hater coworkers, and I'm not the best to give advice for the workplace because I literally crashed out at my old job at the warehouse. I done told the CEO, I'm not talking to you, so shut. I basically told him to shut up. He's the CEO, right? But what I'll say is, I did everything. The haters that were at the workplace, I did everything in my possibility to just stay away from. Don't give them no conversation and don't give them no energy. Do your assignments to the best of your ability. And what makes a hater the most pissed is when they're hating and they can't get to you. So just keep a smile on your face, bro. You know, like one thing about negative people, when they can't get a rise out of you, they tend to like shun out. They tend to like not want to be around that because the only time they really continue with the bullshit is when you're giving them a rise. Just smile in their face and just laugh and be like, it's okay. It's okay. We still gonna continue. You can't stop nothing. Negative people, one thing about people is when they can't get a rise out of somebody, it kills them, homie. It kills them. I see it every day with this shit. When I just laugh in front of these fools that say disrespectful shit on here, they tend to just go bye-bye. They tend to like feel stupid about themselves. What's good? Big Wyoming in the building. Salute to the real ones, bro. Haters resent themselves. That's why they hate. And they do. There's something about themselves like, I can't even be this person. Like, damn, you could if you worked on yourself, but you too worried about what the hell everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? What up with it? Jay Beezy, what's cracking with you, brother? This is one real thing out here in this supposed to be good world. But we always talk about it, my homie. We live in a world that's fallen. Like, in the good book, the Bible, it talks about the fallen people, right? We live in a world of just we hold stuff to standards, so standards will never be what we want them because we actually have good hearts, homie. And a lot of people's hearts are hardened. So, people don't ever hold people to a standard because they're always going to break that standard, bro. That's what I realized. That's why I can't do the hood shit no more. I can't do and be politicking with the hood no more because all the homies I used to hold to standards and all them fools would never live up to the standards of what my code is because I'm built different. So that's why you can't, and people are falling, bro. Like people were created to fall because of how this earth was. Adam and Eve, they were the first examples. They didn't even hold the standards in the garden, bro. They ate the fruit. Standards of people, bro. You know, it's hard when employees and managers want to drink. Damn, during work. I wouldn't. I had an obligation to yes. You know what I'm saying? I was changing some people financially, and that matters more. Amen to that, bro. Amen. Hey, keep up the good work, homie. Keep up the good work, whatever your journey is, bro. Like you're gonna be prosperous in it. You know, you're gonna be prosperous in it, bro. Salute to you. Um, we are COs also, but the inmates call us screws. Oh shit. Oh, so I actually take it you were actually in the system. You did some work in there. Explain some COs hated it. Let me ask you a question. Okay, let me ask you a question, right? As a CO, we call them COs, right? Did you get into the line of work? Did you get into the line of work because you wanted to change like people's lives? Or was it just a job, right? Because I feel out here, people become CEOs of prisons for the wrong reasonings. They have this thing where they have a vendetta against like just normal people because they've been through some shit, right? So they do this type of work because they have ulterior motives, you know? Damn. Moment of silence for the homie's father. Can you shout my name, please? I don't even know how to say your name, brother. I'll say 42575. Shout out to his father. Rest in peace, man. Hope you're doing good, bro. Keep your head up. I salute to you. It seems like a family deal too. Oh, dang. Okay, okay, okay. Shout out to you guys, man. That's interesting, man. I didn't know. I didn't really understand that. Like, why people. I didn't know why people actually would do that type of work. You know. But I think out here, a lot of times it was ulterior motives with the CEOs. The CEOs seemed like in the Colorado State Penitentiary, they seemed like they were the people that just kind of they didn't really like the character of a prisoner, so they hated. They had actually more hatred for people doing time. They would make it hard, disrespectful, like so. That's kind of what you get out here. I don't think like them people actually wanted to help at all. Sorry for your loss. Stay strong, yeah. And I think your name is lost for 2575. I don't know if I pronounced that wrong, but my name is George. I'm going to sleep. Can you say bye? May you get some good rest, buddy. May you get some good rest. Resting is probably the best thing you could do. I didn't meet my oldest son, brother, until he was 18. To this day, I don't know why he in jail. I know he was in group home. Damn. That's a tremendous 18 years old. Do you think you'll rekindle that when you guys actually get to where you're going? Do you think you could rekindle that? Is he doing a life sentence? You know? I wonder if they different in public or private jails. Out here it was kind of the same. Privates had a little more leeway, but it was all just a penitentiary. Like um it was kind of the same. Privates was a little different, but kind of the same. They just had like more stuff to do with like canteen when privates out here. Sorry for your loss. Oh, may you find comfort in the memories of your father. Yeah. The private penitentiaries in Colorado, they had like game systems and had ice cream, and some privates had um you could go buy like stuff from the canteen like a groceries. I said, man, these privates was interesting. Because I was in Benton County Correctional. That was a private. That's because the system is rigged. Yeah, and that's kind of like for our examples too, my homie, is that you got to break away from them traps, man. Revolving doors. You gotta take that revolving door and just shut that shit. Because when I went to this graduation ceremony, I had went to the graduation ceremony. I looked at all my little cousins, the males in our family, right? And it's weird because my whole generation didn't graduate. Like everybody before me didn't graduate. I didn't graduate. The generation after me didn't graduate in my household. And now breaking curses from different men, like there's like four younger cousins and youngsters in our family that graduated. I said, damn, homie, the generational curses is being lifted because they were graduating. I was actually very proud that they graduated. That was not something we did in our household, bro. That's something we did. That's not something we did in our household. And I promise you, my kids will graduate. Yeah, he's not in jail now, but I didn't meet him. Oh shit! I think my parents beat him. Damn. So he told the cops he didn't want to live there. Shit, now maybe one day, in all purpose, God has a plan. You definitely can meet your babies, man. Like that'll be dope. I really feel for people that lose family in jail. I don't know that issue and have how many people to react, but that may be some last people's lifeline. Damn, let me imagine that. In the penitentiary too, bro. They don't really care about your family members that die. They tell you a month after, 3 weeks after, like we had a call that your mom passed away. It was a cold shot, bro. A lot of them phone calls. What's on your agenda, bro? Well, we waking up. We trying to get our day started. Had a long night, and we're gonna go barbecue. I think maybe go meet mom and barbecue for the Memorial Day. Hit the lake, go swimming. Yeah, Memorial Day celebrations. We had a long night. Like we went to bed late. Just say that. Just know that. Okay. And yeah, I think we're gonna have a nice day in the sun. To be honest, I got into it because I wanted to see people change. Nice. And I'm very good with people. Being a boxer, I was always kind of rough, so I got respect from the inmates and I gave them respect. Thank you for that. Like, thank you for that because you don't meet too many people that do that line of work, bro, that have that mindset. But I think maybe because you had a kind of compassion for people, that's dope, homie. That is dope, 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 dope. Both of my brothers went to prison several times in Texas and Florida. They always came out a lot bigger than they were. I know that's right. because that's all you can really do in the penitentiary is work out. Every day it's a workout. You better get on your workout, youngster. That's what the old homies would say. You better get on that workout, homie. You gonna get DP, brother. Mandatory. Stay ready. You don't gotta get ready. Bro, I need some advice. I'm pretty rich, but I like a girl who is a trailer trash. My family will never accept her. What should I do? Walk out and lose millions or be with her and have nothing? First and foremost, what you should do, you should ask God what he wants you to do, see what direction. But is she worth that? The trailer trash? Is she worth that? Like, do you love her? Does she love you? I don't know. That's a hard one. You don't want to lose your bag, like especially if it's over some crazy woman. So, what are you looking at? I'm not saying you're crazy.
I'm not trailer.
I didn't say you. I didn't say you're.
Second of all, why does it matter where you come from?
No, he's saying that his family's not going to accept. They're going to make him poor.
I'm saying she's trailer trash, so she already said that. Don't raise
My brother. But yeah, go help her. Go help her clean up the trailer, bro. Nah. Yeah. I mean, how? I mean, my brother-in-law is Ben right now. Okay. Yeah, Ben County. I was over there for like 5 years. He's been in there since 12 years now. Damn. Does he get out soon? Does jail really help somebody? It can. I mean, it could teach you you don't want prison or jail. Like, yeah, that's what it could help you with. Stay out of here. For the most part, it's just a big program. Like you're gonna program in there. That's what jail is mostly. Intended for. Memorial Day isn't intended for tomfoolery. What would you say we should do then? What should we not celebrate? Sounds like a great day ahead. Go for it. Hell yeah, nah, hell yeah. In Colorado, it's dangerous. They kill a prison guard warden. They digested themselves as a pizza. Yeah, I remember that case too. So it's your family that's rich, not yourself. Why else would you lose your money? If you are really young, I say stay with your family, get to know the girl a little better. Yeah, because you don't even know what she's about unless I don't know. Yeah, it's read from slanging to lawyer and everything in between coming up from the top or the bottom of the mirror pyramid where the poor could be rich and the rich could feel safe. Pyramid schemes, man. They keep people in these pyramid schemes. You got to find a way to get out of that, man. We have to find a way to get out of just the program of the scheme. That's why I try to do stuff a little different, homie. Because you can't get different actions if you just don't break away. I try to go outside of the box, bro. Mandatory. Mando. Because if you keep going back to the same different activities, you're gonna get the same actions. But yeah, it is a pyramid scheme to keep us confined. To this day, my brother dies, dips, and old man Walker. Damn. Damn. Old school. I'm in the only child, so it's all mine. I feel it. And my name is Love from Nigeria. See if she can live with you on the basis for a good period. If so, she loves you. I'm out, my friend. Have a blessed day, man. Have a blessed day to you. Hope you have a blessed day. Have a good day. It's nice out there for sure. I'm an only child, but my dad said he likes my brother over me. What should I do? Meet your other brother that you never met. Love from many, bro. People are crazy. They're actually out of this world crazy. These dudes, some people are wild. I don't know what someone who is in love would call the person they love trailer trash just because they don't have money. I'm guessing that's where you get a trailer trash. Yeah, let, let- we might have to take this as a troll job It might be a troll job. He might just begin the comment section wild up. You guys gotta be looking out for that stuff because we're in the matrix of YouTube, so people just say the darndest things. And I sense some sarcasm. I sense he's just saying that to say that. Eating eggs. Yeah, I hit the eggs off. I got one more. So what's your name? They call me Sev. Can't stand you. What's up, homie? What's good with it? Happy Memorial Day to you. That's terrible, huh? That is so messed up. As most of them are, boom. You the baddest homeboy in the club, bro. All the other homies intimidated. Nah. What do you mean, bro? I don't know that someone is. No. I'm from U.S. Memorial about days today. Oh yeah, they're opening the pools and all that shit today, man. The Memorial Day today, bro. Did you already eat? Our one-eyed trouser trout for the day. Nah, I'm about to go. I'm about to go actually catch some fish though. I'll give you a compliment and props, bro. Let's go. Shout out to you guys, man. Yo, what's good, bro? How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing today? Last time I was here, I'm eating eggs right now. Look at just that you say that, bro. I'm eating eggs, just like you said. He's the only one I've seen actually talk to his followers. Yeah, bro, because I be going and they be pissing me off. And people watch that. Like, why do people actually watch that? They be watching it. People don't even be talking to their people that come up and support. And people will talk. People will just watch the comments and they will just watch the stream and just say, I have to be honest. I worry for you. I've been seeing a trend of YouTube live folks ending up living in their car. What the hell nah. Bro, I'm dead. If I live in my if I happen to go live in the car though, are you gonna still support, bro? I'll read about it. Here we go. Want an egg right now. Let's go. I'm dead. We're gonna go to the gym in the afternoon. Me and wifey. We're gonna hit the gym in the noon time. I don't get how these YouTubers end up with no food but have a phone charge. They're like, I need some donations for some food I haven't ate in a week, but I got a whole brand new phone. Bro, I'm like, check this out. My whole time I've been on YouTube, I've been eating cartons of eggs, bro. Everybody knows me as just eating eggs, and I do have a cup of coffee, fool. Um, but yeah, I don't even think about the taste no more, homie. I'm just a savage when it comes to that, like savagery, bro. Just get it down, homie. We're in for survival. Hey, it is what it is, man. Should I kill? I mean, I don't even like eggs. Like that's the cold part about it. I don't even like eggs. I'm just saying it can be a something with spending too much time doing this. Shit, I think I balance out YouTube like lives and then real life. I do one live, maybe a morning live and a nighttime live, and they'll go for about an hour and a half to about 2 hours. There's people that actually do this like all day. I know people. Come on, Rada. I know real podcasters and like people that stream for 48 hours. So when we're looking at real podcasters and people that do this live streaming, let's take Dean the Great. and AB, they're doing a podcast. I mean, not a podcast, but it's a show. They've been on for a week straight, just partying, and they're making a lot of money. A lot of money. If I don't think if I like this is the truth. If I wasn't making some type of money, if I wasn't, I probably wouldn't be doing this as much as I do. But the reality is I do make a little bit of money, here and there off of YouTube. So, you know, do you use protein powder? I'm just curious. Yeah, I use some plant-based protein powder. I got some plant-based protein powder in there. You know, it's good for my stomach because it don't really give me digestive like problems. Now I used to use some stuff that used to give me digestive problems, bro. That's how friends call you. And it's not onks, fool. What about survival? There's problems with the unemployment. I'm not around here. Just interesting. Um, yeah, unemployment is rampant in the life. Yeah, definitely. It's hard. It's hard for people to get jobs now. Your eyes look like something your stomach is diabolical, fool. And Dean, that's funny. Yeah, I'm saying, come on, Rada, like, look at their shit. They're on for weeks at a time. I'm talking about all nighters. They're making a lot of money though. A lot of money. I know some YouTubers that do this shit for hours, bro, and don't get a dollar from anything. They just do this just to do it. I would never do that. When I wasn't monetized, bro, and I wasn't making any money, I was not gonna stay on YouTube for hours. I was not going to. But to the people that really don't understand this either, in order to even get paid off of YouTube, you got to have watch hours. So you have to get your watch hours on live streams. A lot of money. How, bro? How much do you get seriously? Shit, you could get. For me, I could clear about 1,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? I could clear 1,000 a month, and it's not just like $200. I'm talking about there's many different ways you can get paid off of live streams. The other day, let's take this, right? I made almost $400 in a hour and a half. $400, bro. $400 in an hour and a half. So yeah, I mean, $400 for just coming on live, and it was one live. So when people say, get a job, and why you do this, it's like it's not just I'm coming on live streams just talking. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I actually wouldn't do that just because it's fun, bro, and I want to be disrespected. you know Man, you really look like an actor. I should be an actor. Any of you know who Matt is? Nah, who's that? Do you have to get 500 subs to be monetized? Um, it used to be 1,000 subs, but I'm thinking right now, bro, to get monetized, you don't even have to have 500 subs, bro. You got to have watch hours more than anything. Watch hours are probably the most important things. And to get monetized, you gotta have some consistent views. So, like you just gotta have consistent views and viewers. You just gotta have viewers and consistent views to get monetized and make some money. Because what YouTube does really, it kind of show like they pay out to the people that got traction. So you have to have like traction to your channel. But watch hours, one of the most important things, bro. And that's what these lives are for, is the watch hours. Like this all goes to watch hour time. He has a real job too. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Have you met any Bronco players? Hey, yep. I met Justin Simmons. I met Russell Wilson. I met Von Miller. I met Glasgow. Um, Brandon Marshall, Shane Ray. I met Randy Gradishaw, Steve Atwater. Yeah, I met some Broncos. For real, not real shit. No, honestly, bro. Love your eyes. Thank you, thank you. down by Miller. Hell yeah, I met Von Miller. They used to go into the Filthy Family tattoo parlor. Yep, I met all them dudes, man. But I don't. I'm not a fanboy of Bronco players. I'm not gonna like Von Miller or anybody. Peyton Manning. Like I'm gonna go up to them like they're just another person and introduce myself respectfully. Um, Me and my wife, put something in the comment real quick, love. But anyways, me and her were at a haunted house, and we looked up, and Brandon Marshall and Shane Ray were with a group of people, and I started talking to them in the haunted house. We were just talking, and I said, "Hey, I know who you guys are." They were like, "Thank you for not getting loud." I said, "You guys need to win Sunday because they had a game Sunday. They had a game Sunday." And I said, "Bring back a W for the city." So they walked through the whole haunted. They walked through the whole haunted house with us. You know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got a wife, bro. Hell yeah, I got a wife. I've been married for 15 years
What did you want me to call?
because I just wanted you to tell them about the haunted house. Yeah, like they were just chilling with us the whole haunted house. Um, that's all. Your enjoyer. What the hell does that mean? Rambo. What up, big Jesse? Salute to you, my brother. I salute. I talked to Russell Wilson, homie, when he came out here. I was at the training camp and I talked to that fool for a conversation. I was actually talking to Russell Wilson when he was a Bronco. And I was actually telling him like bring back a championship, bro. We're behind you. Regardless of what people say, us Bronco fans, the real ones, we're behind you. Love, you see my hat over there? My Bronco hat? It's right. It was right under Monet. Oh, I was about to say not this one, please. I was about to have a heart attack. I thought the homies done sat on my hat. I thought the homies done sat on the hat. Yeah, 15 years. What's the secret? I For us, it's been our faith. My wife is a prayer warrior. She's a woman of God, so that's been the biggest thing for us. For us to be, you know, be successful with it. It's not been the bees and the birds. Like we done came to times where we didn't know we were gonna stay together, but just having a spiritual sense of foundation, that's been our secret, bro. We shared the same beliefs, you know. We share the same beliefs. Here comes the goofy flat bill. Diddy pull up. Keep God first, center, laughter, communication. Okay, nice, the perfect. Putting faith, yeah, not for sure. Yeah, it would have never worked out. It would have never worked out for us to be real with you if we didn't have that same belief. If we didn't have that same belief, you know. So yeah, but it's been a road. Like we done been to other cities, went homeless. We literally went homeless pretty much in Kansas City, Missouri, because the people we were living with, they was acting crazy, so we didn't even want to be around them. Our car broke down in Kansas City, Missouri, went to South Bend, Indiana. We've been traveling. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, it was like one of them things, man. Russ skipped me in line for a signature at the training camp. Hater. I'm glad he's gone. I rode with Russell Wilson for the whole time he was here. I advocated for Russell Wilson. Even when people hated him, I was still like on the Russell Wilson train. But I just don't like how that dude, he thought he was bigger than the program. And then when he left, he was like trying to hate on Broncos country. I didn't like that shit. Yeah, I didn't like it at all. Good morning. What up, Ryan? What's cracking with you, brother? Good to see you, fam. Mall high salute to you. Mall high salute. Russ, get me in line. Yeah, that's all bad, bro. That's not a good look. And I'm like, homie, what did you really do? Like, you promised a lot of things, but then you just kind of just, I don't know. You didn't have enough energy. There was not enough energy with you. There wasn't enough energy with you. So yeah, remember when he said Broncos country, let's ride? I said that a couple times, bro. I was saying that a couple times. Let's ride, my riders. And we didn't ride nowhere but freaking non-playoffs. I mean, you know. And my thing with that whole situation too, bro, is that he ruined his legacy. Cause you gotta just give it up. You gotta just give it up after so many years, right? You gotta just give it up. He ruined his legacy. He ruined the legacy, bro. He could have went out a Hall of Famer. He could have went out a Hall of Famer, bro. But he wants to continue to play football. And he became a joke of the league. Homie, how does a person that's admired in his prime become a joke of the league? Rode all the way to the off season, bro. All the way to the off season. But I guess to play devil's advocate, he wasn't really set up in a good situation either. Because let's be real, Hackett was just a fanboy of that dude. He wasn't really a coach to Russell Wilson. He was a fanboy of Russell Wilson. You can't be a fanboy and be all fanish when it comes to a quarterback and give him a personal office, bro. You're just giving this dude bad habits. Like, you can't do that. You have to be a coach. That's why when Sean Payton came out here, Sean Payton just was like, nah, that's not happening, homie. That's not going to happen at all. That's not happening. And I think that's one of the reasons why their relationship didn't work. We got a tough schedule. Two bet this year, first 6 games, and last 3 will be interesting. Yeah, and you want to know what's crazy, my homie? I still think even in that tough schedule, the Broncos go 4-2. I seen the schedule too. I still think the Broncos go 4-2 in the first 6 games because the only ones I really see that I have actually like I'm even okay. That can be a dub. That can be a loss. Is the Seattle game on Thursday Night Football, and then the Rams game. That's like the two teams I say, okay, the Broncos, they might have problems because it's the beginning of the season. But um I'm not Jacksonville either, bro. Like I'm not really too worried about Jacksonville. That's the second game of the season. Like people are like Jacksonville. I think the Broncos got that game. So yeah. And then if you get pat if you're above 500 going into the second half of the season, bro, and you went 4-2, if you go 4-2, bro, you're gonna clear the second half of the season, and you're taking the number 1 seed. That's what I see. That's kind of how I see it. I'm going to I'll be in Kansas City for that first Bronco game. I'll be in Kansas City. I got my tickets, so yeah, it'll be a cool little travel. Be a cool travel. We have a cool tailgate. So if anybody's gonna be out there, definitely come tailgate with us. Remember those days when we could get a Big Mac for $1 after a Bronco dub? Sure, I remember the time when we could get some coffee too for the free cup of coffee. Well, yeah, I do remember that. And them dollar Big Macs went out the window because the Broncos started losing everything. We had too many close calls last year, losing by a field goal. We could have actually, yeah, think about that. Last year, we could have been undefeated pretty much through the whole time we lost them games at the end. But yeah, we could have been undefeated, homie. Close calls. That's why I think the Broncos team now is built to make a run, homie, like all the way to the Super Bowl. We got a window for Super Bowl. Why are waiters called waiters if we are the ones waiting? Damn, let's think about that. Waiters called waiters. That's deep, homie. They should change it to servers, right? Servers. Just all the way around. Good morning, good morning. Good morning to the good people. So yeah. So when the homie had said that too, like about the schedule, I think the whole AFC West goes through a hard schedule though. Everybody in the AFC West got the same kind of schedule. We play the same, I think the same amount of teams. What bro? You get rain in Denver. It seems like it's gonna rain, bro. It does seem like it's gonna rain. Cloud cover. We got cloud cover coming in. So yeah. Damn, son, why you throwing the phone at me? We got some cloud cover. That might be some good fishing. A good fishing day right there. It might be a good fishing day. Go catch some fish, man. AFC probably best division now. I agree with you. Yeah, we gonna have some headhunters, man. We gonna have some headhunters in the AFC West. It's already 90 degrees out here in Phoenix. Damn. What are you guys doing? What are you doing out there in Phoenix today, man? You going to the lakes or anything? Oh, we're getting the rain in the springs. Yeah, it looks like it looks like we have cloud cover. I might just go dip out. I might just go outside and actually run in the rain. I might just run in the rain to be real with you. Was a great to pick up beast mode, brother. Like beast mode. That's one of them safeties that you're just like, yeah. The interesting dude I wanna see play this year is that boy Caleb Loiner. We got him last year in the draft. He's almost 7 foot tall. He's a tight end, and they say that he's been balling out. They say that he's been balling out of control. All you have to do in the red zone is just act like you're giving him a lob, and he's gonna get over your defender. He's gonna get over your defender. My brother from AZ. Shout out to AZ. Shout out to AZ. I got a lot of good partners I know come from the AZ area. You got Rain, Lucky. Anyways, what's up with it, Wade? How you doing? The ball's on your forehead. Run in the rain. Hell yeah, I'm running in the rain, my bro. Bro, don't ever in your life say Broncos Kingdom, bro. What is you doing? Broncos Kingdom? We ain't no kingdom, brother. And I know that's some trolling shit because we don't never say Broncos Kingdom. We say Broncos Country. We don't say Broncos Kingdom, bruh. Broncos Kingdom? That's like saying Blood Cuz, fool. That's like saying Blood Cuz. That's like saying Broncos Nation. I'm dead too. I'm dead. I feel like just closing my eyes and just rolling over. Broncos Kingdom. Man, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Do not get me started. Don't ever say Chiefs country either, bro. Don't say Raiders country. Don't say Chargers. What the hell, Chargers? Chargers was cracking with it. A-Co in the building. What's up with my Aurora homies? I do not want to go back to why? What's happening at the doctors, man? What's happening at the doctors? Never heard that in my life. That's what Chiefs be saying. What, Chiefs country? They say Chiefs country, bro. Why they what? That's new to my ears. They say that. They say Chiefs country for real? Man, tapping in at the top of the morning. You get your cup of coffee today, man. Shout out to the homie. Coffee time. Coffee time. What up, Big Raider? What's good with you, bro? King Raider in the building. Y'all go sub up to the homie's channel too. Do you have a second favorite team? Hell nah, I don't, my bro. I come from the old school. I don't rock with no other team. I'll say this. I used to say this. Yeah, I got two teams. I got the Broncos and I got whoever plays the Raiders. Are my two teams. But yeah, I don't have two teams. Like I really technically don't know how you can have two teams, but that's just me. Like my points ain't valid. You know what I'm saying? My points ain't valid when it comes to that. But me, my family members better never have two teams. There's two things you don't do in my family. You don't become Raider fans in my family. Well, yeah, you know. My kids become Raider fans, you're out. We gonna kick your ass out. You're disowned. You're banished. No, no bueno. Don't go and collect $200. And you don't have two teams. They say Chiefs Kingdom. Yeah, Chiefs Kingdom is their shit. Yeah, Chiefs Kingdom. Yeah, that's what they say. Kingdoms crumble. Kingdoms crumble. Coffee time now on the toilet listening to you. How can anyone have two teams? No, hell no, man. Shout out to my people out there though. Coffee is literally my life. Let's go. I love that. I love coffee time. I love it. Hell yeah. Coffee got me through some hard times, man. A lot of relationship breakups, a lot of uh a lot of hard times, man. Coffee time. A lot of Broncos defeats. I would just go give me a coffee. I would just go give me some coffee. Milk or milk. And yours, I like hazelnut. I like the hazelnut creamer. If your kids had to pick from Raiders and Cowboys. Oh my gosh, bro. Why you gotta answer? Why you gotta ask me them questions? Those are hard questions, bro. Man, my stomach just turned, bro. My stomach just turned. That's like saying, do you want a gay son or a thought daughter, bro? Oh yeah, I can't even think of that, bro. I'm aborting all kids, bro. Raiders of the Cowboys. Man, homie, why you making me think too much right now? I got a headache with this question, bro. I got a headache with this question, man. Let me think about this in the next live. I'll get back to you, man. I'll get back to you on that. At that point, don't even watch football, man. At that point, don't even watch football, bro. I would have to say this, homie. If I really think about it, because of just me Raider hating my whole life, I Raider hated my whole life, bro. I Raider hated. I'm official Raider hater, homie. If there was a definition for Raider hater, bro, I would actually be on that shit, right? So I think I would be more distraught if my son was a Raider fan. I really just started not liking the Cowboys because one of my homies is a Cowboy fan. He talks so much shit. He talks so much shit. And I don't like the Cowboys because of him. Every time the Cowboys lose, I just think about him being miserable, homie, and it puts joy in my heart. Every time he's depressed, I just it just makes me happy. So that's the only reason why I don't like the Cowboys is because of him, you know? Um, I'm a true Bronco fan, and no other team will ever be able above the Broncos but my second. No, bro. What is you talking about? How the homie say the Oakland Raiders, but for way back, not the silver and black? Yeah, you went across lines, Rada. You went across the line, son. Now shout out to you, the old school fans, man. The Raiders logo. Do you want us to go back to our throwbacks immediately, homie? Immediately. That fool must have been depressed right there. Oh, bro, I loved it every time too. Westwoods. Every time the Cowboys will lose, I would just get this thought in my mind like that fool lazy. He's depressed right now. I love that shit. He's depressed for the next week. It would just make my week go so much better when he was depressed, and he's been way more depressed than me. He's been way more depressed than me, so it just make me happy, homie. I'm like, it's gonna be a good week. I'll call him. I would actually call him, and I'll be like, how are you doing over there, buddy? How are you doing over there, buddy? And he'd be like, I don't want to talk to you, homie. I say, it's all good. Call me when you want to talk about this. I don't know why you put your hope into that. I don't know why you actually put your hope into the Cowboys. But he always talks shit about the Broncos. Every single time the Broncos will lose, this fool would talk so much shit, bro. What up? What's good with you, my brother? How you doing, fam? Salute. How you doing? Hey, what up, Miss Jazz? What's good with you? Shout out to you, Ma. High salute. Um, Damn, that's crazy. Hell yeah, getting depressed from a sports game is insane. He would be depressed, bro. He would be depressed. This fool would go into not wanting to talk to nobody. So I would make him talk about his issues. I would be his therapy. And I would leave him messages like, damn, how about them Cowboys? You still the boys? Are you still the boys? I just leave a message like, I was just calling to see if you guys were still the boys. That fool would be mad, homie. That shit would make him pissed, bro. You still the boys? You still the boys? But you have to be faster than that, bro. I hope the Raiders are good because I like the rivalry. Hell yeah, I do too, honestly. I do. They need to be good. They need to be good because they need something new in their life, man. It's a sport. Game actually meaningless. Um, Now they the girls. Sport game outcomes are legit meaningless to regular people. I feel it. I feel it. Sam Darnold winning a ball before GTA 6 was not expected. Damn. Truthfully. Truthfully. Yep. You're a good friend calling your homie when he's feeling down. Hell yeah, bro. I want him to be able to express his, you know, his discomfort. I want him to be able to talk to his brother. Because you know me, bro. I really do care about him being depressed, definitely, homie. So I'm going to be a good friend. I'm going to be a good friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, your Cowboys suck. Your Cowboys suck, man. And, you'll never have joy. Like, you just got to just come to realization. You'll be better off. Yes, the best friend roast each other. How? Yeah, it's good. Good old days, homie. Good old days. The best roast. If you can't joke with your homies, you ain't really homies. You're a good friend. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love it. And then I would get him to I would actually get him to say the Cowboys suck. I would say, so you agree the Cowboys suck? And he'd be like, damn, bro. Damn. Yeah, the Cowboys suck, man. I'd be like, see, you're getting a lot smarter with this shit, man. Dad. Um, I remember my girl's dad asked me who my favorite teams was, and I told him I didn't really have one. And then he asked me if I was gay. Because there's a stigma that comes with that. That's the best part of football. Hell yeah, that actually does make him a good friend. But let's go Broncos. We're going all the way. Let's go, Rada. Let's go. There's my NYC OG homie. What's cracking with it, Brody? Denver to the NYC. Damn, you would wash your damn little booty bandit over here. What's wrong with you? He said I would wash the homie. Bro, you are not right for that. You gonna give a happy hand, homie. You gonna have the stink hand, homie. What's up with it, brother? Salute, salute. Man, constantly talk shit to each other. That's how we communicate. You can't even talk shit to the youngsters nowadays. The Eggers will shoot your ass. What Rada? What's cracking to my homies from the land? OG, what's good with it, Bigfoot? What's cracking with you, brother? Oh, I salute. Hope you having a good memorial. Would you wash? Nah, not that, fool. Yeah, getting roasted is only way to see improvement. Uh, our best way, hell yeah. Hell yeah. If you could shoot the shit with the homie, you gonna get through everything. You gonna get through everything in life. Shoot the shit. Just talk some shit. Um, have a great Memorial Day too, man. Salute. Have a beautiful day out there, homie. Stay safe. Stay safe out there. No more Casey and Taylor Swift crap. Nah, I believe it's done, homie. I believe the Broncos have shellacked them fools to a point where they're done. We got a lock on the division. And there's nobody in the AFC West. Maybe I'll say the Chargers on paper, but I still don't see them having a threat for the Broncos. Um, Broncos have a lock on this division. So yeah, I'm going to that game. I'll be out in that game out there in KC. I'll be out in the game out there. Um, Vax got stunned twice. Damn, bro. Oh my, what happened, fool? They just attacked your ass. The homie done went in. He went in adventures, fool. He went in adventures, fool. How did you get attacked by some wasps, fool? As a Raider fan asked why the Broncos is in the D was sneezing. A Raider fan asked why the Broncos in. Let's go. That's that horsepower, fool. We got that horsepower. That's that mile high horsepower, bruh. That's like box state business. Your thoughts on Stidham, the second string quarterback? What's wrong?
These girls are pretending to be pregnant, like it's a joke.
Yeah.
And this guy goes, "Oh, no, not a little monster."
Hell nah. Is it a trend?
Yeah. It's
Your thoughts on Stidham, the second string? He's past his prime, bro. Because like he could have been something with, he could have been something in his last couple years. I think honestly, though, to be truthful, he's a decent second. He's a decent backup, but you can't put your eggs in a basket for that dude. You know, you can't put your eggs in a basket for that dude, homie. Yeah, was chilling in the backyard drinking a big cup of Kool-Aid, and you know how bees is wash. And they will attack on your ass too, bro. They attack aggressively too, bro. They're aggressive. I got stung when I was younger by like four of them. They just attack my ass, bro. Yeah, they don't play, homie. When you're around their hood, they're not gonna play with you. Hello from Kentucky. Shout out to Kentucky. What part? What part of Kentucky you from? What part of Kentucky you tapping in from? The Kentucky Derby. What do they got to do out? What do they got to do out there in Kentucky? Saying just win, baby. Just win, baby. Win. Elway all day, every day. Yeah, Elway was actually the truth. What up? Was cracking with it. Big Spider Man in the building, Lexington. Now I seen something about Lexington, Kentucky. Do them fools really be dropping them on? Like, do they got them big ass cars? They be got them big old spree wells, bro. You saying on like lifted cars that are all the way up in the sky? Because that's what I seen about Kentucky. They be actually having some whips out there. Hey, big man, what's good with you, man? How you doing today? You fighting crime out there? You out there committing crimes? Or you fighting crime, bro? Um, I'll tell you this: that video game, the last Spider-Man that came out, the truth, it was truth. I just beat that shit too. I beat the video game, the Spider-Man. It was the truth. It was dope. I'm probably gonna go run a couple of them. Fighting always. Hell yeah. Let me ask the homie, what made you get into that industry right there, fighting from the the skyscrapers, bro? You know what I'm saying? What made you get from that? You was out there putting in some work. We are known for horse racing and bourbon. Yes, in Louisiana there are fancy cars everywhere. Damn. Okay, I might have to go check it out. The closest I ever been to that part over there is I was only in South Bend, Indiana. Like that's the closest I've probably been to some Kentucky or anywhere. Yeah, that's the closest. East London tapping in. Shout out to East London. You need to get a sting, drink water out the hose. Oh shit. Eat some raw food. That's how God makes our body strong. Amazing, amazing. Should I say I need some hacks, bro? Let's rejuvenate our bodies, our body stream. I think honestly, the way that they built this society now too, they took away all the good things from us, bro. We're not even supposed to be walking with shoes, homie. We supposed to be in the hood barefoot, bro. Barefoot Moscato. Barefoot Moscato. You know what I'm saying? You definitely should come visit. Shit, we're gonna have to yeah, we're gonna have to turn up at the Kentucky Derby. We're gonna have to go out there horse powered up. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Justice for Germany. So I got me a German Shepherd. I got me a German Shepherd. Hey, I'm just part neighborhood. Neighborhood. Might as well protect all of the neighbors, right? Hell yeah, you doing your duty, homie. Respect to you, homie. Respect to you, big bro. Are you that one fool that be at in New York doing the Harlem Shake in the Spider-Man outfit? He'd be like, he'd be doing break dances. Homie, that fool's a beast. He'd be actually dancing in the Spider-Man outfit. Have you met any Nuggets players? Yep. Uh, Porter Jr. I met the dude Porter Jr. Met LaFonso Alice back in the day. Um, Rayouf Mahmoud back in the day. Yep, I met a couple of them dudes. The Germans were merely protecting themselves from what we as Americans know through. I have a dope ass German Shepherd. Oh yeah, barefoot, barefoot dragging your wives from cave to cave, homie. That was the old school fool. That was the old school. Shout out to all the barefoot homies, man. Barefoot Moscato, barefoot everything. So hey AOG, I think that Spider-Man dude, I'm thinking he was in New York. That's where he started at. The dude that be dancing on TikTok, he'd be Spider-Man up, homie. That fool be doing all the TikTok trends in the Spider-Man outfit. I said New York. New York is a wild place. I think I found the hus. What is that? And do you have a grill in your mouth? Are you touching your grill? What kind of diamond? You got a diamond grill in your mouth? Oh, nice, nice. How much carrots you got in your mouth? I've been seeing a lot of people with it means hoes. The hus means hoes. Damn, that's wild, bro. I didn't even know that. See these abbreviations, Josh. They be these abbreviations is just like wild. Yeah, he was out here in Manhattan, the TikTok spider loc. Actually, I think he's down with I think he's down with the Lokes too. I think that fool's down with the Lokes, fool. That fool be having a bandana on, like gang banged out. I said, man, how Spider-Man start gang banging? Well, I'm old. I'm an old ass man. I don't even know the slang nowadays. I don't even know the slang, homie. I don't know any type of slang. They have a new word every week. Every week they got some new words. Let me see. Every week they got new words. When they started saying when they started saying the glizzy, when they said the glizzy, bro, I was like, yeah, these fools are smoking dope, homie. Glizzy, 6'7". I don't even know what that shit even means either. There was a song that they said 6'7". I didn't even know what that shit meant. Because the last one I knew was 6'9", homie. The last one I knew was actually 6'9". He was That's the only thing I knew about the 6'9". Only 6'7s and all this other stuff. It was out of control. Not the glizzy. Have you ever seen the Bushman on YouTube? Nah. Oh, he goes out and he does pranks, right? He does pranks. Fools texting and peer emojis and expecting you to understand. Us old school homies, the old school homies, bro, the old school homies, we don't know about that. We don't know about emojis. Why y'all hating? We ain't hating. We just don't understand, youngster. We don't understand. We old, bro. What do you expect from old people? I'm old, homie. I'm 40 years old. I don't know what no damn glizzy is and the poli and the burn and what else you guys say? On my dads. On my dads. I don't even know what that even means on your dads. On the dead homies. You are what you hang with. Hey, yeah, you really do. You become who you hang. You do who you come with. Yeah. That's real talk, bro. I have to hit the web slinger. Me too, fool. You gotta get a translator. Ask him what the east side like, fool. What that east side like, fool. What's that East Side life like, fool? We got a hater in the chat. I like them older. Oh yeah, they hate. You can't even expect nothing from some dude named 3673. Look at the name, bro. Like, don't even you can't expect much from this type of guy. He don't bring a purpose to life. He's purposeless. So yeah, they gonna hate. They can't duplicate. They gonna hate though. But yeah, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to the good people. What's with the nose? What you mean? This one right here? I got my shit shattered, fool. I got punched in my nose. How do I get your contact info? First and foremost, I don't have a contact. I don't even have no. I have Wi-Fi, bro. That's the only thing I have. That's the only thing I have is Wi-Fi. I only got a Wi-Fi. I don't have a contact. I got a TikTok. I got a Twitter. Twitter is Sevc Snedos. Big hundreds in the building, man. Big hundreds in the building. Let's go, bro. Salute. Salute to the Brody, man. Big hundreds. Hell yeah. We keep it 100. That's what we do, man. What's with the nose? Hey, Brody. Hell yeah. Shout out to you guys, man. Yeah, my nose got hit. I got my nose broken. Like, I got my nose broken right here. My nose was flat. They had to break my nose back into place. What's your Twitter again? It's called Sevc Snedos. SEV space CISNEROS. The hater has the right lame. Ooh. Wash 45. You're pretending on the internet, corny. Bro, pretending to what? What would I be pretending? First off and foremost, why you viewing my shit if you don't like it? You a fanboy, buddy. You don't like the set. Why you on my shit? You a fanboy. You giving me watch hours, stupid. Dummy. You an idiot for that. You gave me a whole watch hour. You gave me a whole view. You made the algorithm roll because you're so dumb to understand. Like, you don't even understand this. It went over your head, bro. You're helping us. Your hate is helping me. See how that backfired, bro? And now you're pathetic in the kennel because the homie done put you in timeout. Dummy. Man. Damn, homie. Bring back food stamps. Yeah, hell yeah. Bring them back again. Make food stamps great again. How long you been a Bronco fan? Since 1989, homie. I started being a Bronco fan in 1989. We got crashed out, too. We got stomped out that Super Bowl. They stomped us out, homie. They vigorously just stomped on our grave. But I remember back in the day in 1989, my grandma Mickey, she was so big old Bronco fan. And she was probably the biggest Bronco fan I know out of females. And that was my favorite grandma. Favorite grandma.
She can't go harder than me.
You're my grandma? I said my favorite grandma in the world.
Okay.
Shh. Check this out.
Say it again.
I know you got little man syndrome right now.
Say it again.
The hardest ever to walk this earth. I love you. You got a good heart for the Broncos, dog.
What did you say to
But yeah, nah, she was the big reason. She was one of the biggest reasons why Savage Seb became a Bronco maniac.
Let's go, Graham.
Not even Bronco fan. I'm a Bronco maniac. Like I carry this team with the utmost honor, man. I'm branded with this. So yeah, I went to college with Tom Nalen. Hey, hell yeah, that was my dog. Big reasoning why we won a championship in '97. Will grow, then you can have your own planet. Let's go, bro. I need my own planet. Would y'all be a part of the planet the Savage said, man? So the question is, if you had an Uncle Jack and he helped you off a horse, would you help your uncle? Damn, son, you're an actual rapper, bro. You actually are a rapper. Oh, I'll say this, homie. Like real talk. Lady Sev, she really actually got heavy hands. That's the thing about Lady Sev. She has heavy hands, homie. She actually can punch some shit up. Like she got some heavy ass hands. So yeah, I would say, yeah. She done been in some squabbles, mashing some females out, you know. Yeah, but she's a rider though. She's cool, you know, she's cool at times, you know. She's good, you know, she's cool at times. She cool. I can't wait till I could spar her ass though. Until she gets a little more training, I'm gonna spar the shit out of her, fool. We're going in. And I'm not going 30%. I'm going all the way in. I've been dreaming of a 14. Ooh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I want me a steak too. I want me a nice. Nah, ribeye sound good though, homie. I'm actually hungry, bro. I'm kind of hanging a little bit. I'm kind of hanging. I remember the 77 Broncos. They lost to Dallas. Craig Morton, homie. Craig effing Morton, bro. My boy Craig Morton, the original 7, bro. They got blown out in that game, too. They got blown out. Yeah, Grandma Mickey. They lost to Dallas in the Super Bowl, but they were awesome. Yeah. I wasn't even alive for the 77 Super Bowl, but that was my quarterback. That was my quarterback, the original 7, and I got that fool's jersey. I actually got Craig Morton's jersey in my collection, bro. Yeah. Floyd Little. That was the Floyd Little days, bro. I got a Floyd Little jersey, too, and a Randy Gradishaw. Damn, I got some jerseys back there. Yep, I got some nice jersey backs. The heads up, wifey. It don't get no realer than that. Yeah, me and her been in the boxing ring too. She getting a little squabble in. Yeah, she's almost ready. Savage Sev, me and her sparring all summer long, bro. And all you feminists don't get all offended.
Don't be offended.
Don't be offended. Don't be offended. Cause my wife will knock me out. You know what I'm saying? So don't take it literally. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like Columbia? Oh, how Columbine Steakhouse? That's actually the decent. I like the steak out there. I like that better than Outback Steakhouse, to be real with you. What? Columbine Steakhouse? That's the original in the hood, though, bro. That's the mom and pops. The other one's commercial, so I'm always gonna ride with the hood spots. Hell yeah, he just asked me. What are you talking about? It's not about you, bro.
It's not about you.
It's not always about you, bro.
It's never about me.
See this one. You give her, and she takes a mile. She don't got work today. Now she feeling like she's a new woman. Oh, hold up. You got what? I'm 6 cups of coffee in. Hold up, homie. You 6 cups of coffee? Oh yeah. I'm getting on your level. I'm about to give me a 3rd cup.
No, you're not.
Please. I'm about to get turned up. The homies turned up. We turned it up for summertime. You want some more coffee? Or are you dead? Just because your ass is. Never mind. I can't put that out there, bro, because then they'll think something different of you. I feel like I'm back in the 10th day, fool. I'll do half and half. I'll do half and half. Summertime. We got the spring. We got the spring fling. Yeah, we do. Wasn't Columbine High School the school that had the shooting? I know. No, I gotta do it. I have something for your birthday. I gotta ask him then. Yeah, Columbine was a tragedy, man. It was a tragedy situation here, yeah. I was nowhere near that place, but they locked down my school. They locked down the school when we were in. Yeah. Yes, Mustang. How do you know about that, man? I remember that day. It happened. I want to say 99. Like, yeah, I think it was 99. It was either 2000 or 99. We got our school locked down, bro. Our school was locked down. I said, damn, fool. And I watched a documentary on that too. That was probably one of the most craziest things that happened, like where it set off a domino effect out in other states, you know? Unfortunate. Unfortunate because them youngsters didn't even expect that. They were going to school. They were going to school and then all of a sudden that happened. I remember them making us actually lock down at our school. I was in middle school at the time and them fools said, hey, you guys gotta lock down. Nobody can leave. I remember it like it was yesterday, yep. I go by that school all the time though. Like I'm now where I live actually, I live like 10 minutes away from that school. You youngsters be sipping on coffee. I be slamming it. Fool, this fool said I be slamming it like a 40 ounce. He said I be slamming that shit like a 40 ounce. Yeah, man. I feel you now. Hell yeah. You a general to the game, man. Oh, nice. Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. All high salute. Yeah, check me out, man. Hit the sub, like, share, subscribe, man. Go check out some of my videos. We just representing Bach State, man, Denver, Colorado. You went to Cole School. Um, I went there just for a tad bit, homie, and then my mom moved all the way like by Sheridan and Colfax. I mean Sheridan and Temp. I went to a school called Mo, and then I got kicked out of schools, bro. And then I went to Denver Street School for Spallies. Where did I go? Oh, I went to be real with you, homie. I went to the Denver Street School in middle school too. Yeah, I went to Denver Street School in middle school. That's like expelled school, bro. So I didn't really go to school like um it was supposed to say Savage. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, Cole was like right down the block from our house. It was only like a little bit away, but yeah, I got enrolled and then took out of that shit like fast. There was a girl named I don't know who went there as a student and IG predictable, and she was damn, that's crazy. Does Columbine High School have good sports teams? Yeah, they used to beast out, bro. Like they got championship teams. Only asking because I thought they had a good football program. Championship. They were winning championships. Winning championships. Like, damn, that's dope. Gilpin Elementary, Crofton. I went to Gilpin too. I went to Gilpin and Crofton, bro. I went to both of them schools, yeah. It was interesting because this is how it went. So my mom, when we were living on 26 in Arapahoe, I went to Crofton. Then I went to Gilpin when we moved to the projects, like on 30th and Champa. Went to Crofton. Then my mom had got in this program called Warren Village. I don't know if you guys remember Warren Village. I went to Wyman, and then I was bused to Tyler Elementary by Colorado and Colfax. Um, then my mom, she got some low income housing in the West Side. Took us all the way to the West. I was not gonna do good in the West Side ever. Like I was not gonna be good in the schools or nothing. So I would catch myself going back to the East. I would be going to the East Side all the time. Never went to school, bro. I got kicked out of schools, and then went to Denver Street School, bro. Learned this place called the Denver Street School. It was for kid like mess up kids. And I got kicked out of that place too. I'm like, damn, fool. How did I get kicked out of the Spally? You handsome. What's good? What's good? What's good? True East Sider. My grandma was the lunch lady day one at Montbello High School. Nice. Nice. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to all you guys. I'm out here in Cedar City, Utah, but I've been to Denver a few times. Used to go to Salad down by Castle Rock. Oh, yeah, that's a good place too. That's a good place, a beautiful place. That's a rock. And go out of town called Elizabeth. Yeah, I know where Elizabeth's at. Maury Middle School. Yep. over there by Smiley's, East Colfax. Yeah, that was dope, homie. Um, Name the top five places to eat and visit in Denver. I would say Amici's Italian spot, fire. Like that's the bomb. Amici's Italian spot, best Italian food. Woody's Pizza, it's in Golden, Colorado. Chubby's, you can never ignore Chubby's. Chicharrones, chili cheese fries. I would say the Creamery, but a lot of people don't like it anymore. But get the chili relleno if you go over there for food. And uh, Burger Haven, that's just fire. And then I would say places wise, you got to go to the Red Rock Amphitheater. You got to go to Garden of the Gods, Manitou Springs. You got to go to the Hot Springs, and then go to the Secret Garden. Yeah, don't look at me like that. You know, we had some days in the Secret Garden. Woo! She's all embarrassed now, bro. Like we ain't adults. Hey man, I also have autism. Any tip to get into streaming? Oh, you would make a great streamer, bro. Just get on there and just be yourself. Autism or not. People would actually audience the autism people though, because they would actually relate to you, you know? I worked at oh yeah, Coors Brewery too. Hell yeah, Coors Brewery. That's a good place too. I think in 80th and Sheridan, it was right by Arvada. Okay, I worked at the Coors Brewery and lived in Westminster. Oh yeah, Coolery. That's another place you gotta visit. You gotta visit that Coors Brewery. Dope out place. That's a legend place in Colorado. They still have Lakeside out there. Hell yeah, and they're actually building on it. They made it look better. They remodeled it a little bit. So yeah, Lakeside. Go to Lakeside, not Illages, people. If you come out here, go to Lakeside. Okay. Huh? Yeah, you're good. Out Nick, the food guy, he does reviews out in Denver restaurants. Okay, yeah, we got it. Yeah, that's a good one, man. Go check out him too. He does good food. Go to Danny Dan's. It's a must visit. You'll see some. You go to Danny Dan's, bro. You'll see some tests. You'll see some rotisserie midgets, and you'll see one-leggeds, and you'll see somebody off of fentanyl on the stage. Yeah, that's you have to go see it. You know. That's the place we gonna send all the transplants and everybody that's a tourist. Lakeside dope, OG. How yeah, Lakeside actually is pretty dope. With a bum on your lip. You go over there, you might just because you're in the vicinity, bro, have some shit that comes on cold sores right here. Danny Dan's that's really the trenches right there. That's really the trenches. I don't know what was worse. I don't know if Saturdays on East Colfax or Danny Dan's was probably the worst. Those was the two worst strip clubs. It was fun working at Coors. Used to go, bro. One time I went to the Coors factory and got drunk off of just testers. The homie was giving me all his testers and got buzzed up there. Got super buzzed up there. Coors saw dripping liquid buzz from their mouth. Oh, so moral of the story: stay away from the strip clubs, especially if they're on the Colfax or Federal. Don't go. Ask for the extra butter on your popcorn. You will thank me later. Damn, damn fool. It's all bad. Just don't, we talk about addictions, homie. You gonna cause these people, OG. You gonna cause these people to be. You gonna be like, where the hell the homie at? Is he been at the strip club for a whole 2 weeks? He hasn't came home. He living over there now, going into rehab about the old school days, bro. Do you drink beer? I do. I do drink a little bit of beer for football games. Like if it's a classic football game, you'll catch me drinking some beer. But I kind of like I kind of like slowed down on drinking because I be training and stuff like working out and health. So alcohol don't really it don't go too good together, you know. But yeah, I do drink a little bit, especially if it's a good occasion. If it's a good football game, like if I go to the Broncos games out here, I'm drinking. I'm gonna have a beer. I'm going to Kansas City, Missouri. I'll have some beers out there when I go to the game. I know you're going to be drinking in Kansas City. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be out there having a couple little beers. Hell yeah. I mean, that's the thing to do on a Sunday, right? You have a good tailgate. Have a good tailgate. Even if you're not going to the game, homie, you know? The Bears are going to beat the Broncos this year. It depends though. It just depends, bro. It depends on if Caleb Williams don't paint his fingernails. If Caleb Williams don't paint his fingernails, they might have a chance. But as soon as he starts putting on fingernail polish, bro, I don't know about that. Handsome dude, beautiful eye color. They say I look like John Travolta. You got me reminiscing on Koufax and Moline. Let's go, Brody, bro. Because the Bears have a better defense and running game. Defense? The defense? I don't know about that, buddy. We got two of the best edge rushers in the game. They almost got like 70 sacks last year. And you got Patrick Surtain. There ain't nobody on the whole Bears defense that even comes to the level of Patrick Surtain. So I don't know about that. I don't know. Legends has it that the stage is haunted. Ooh. Damn, fool. Yeah, they might be because they left some old school foundation on them young stages. What do you feel like the team we're gonna struggle with the most? I don't see the Broncos struggling with anybody, but I think the hardest teams that are on the schedule is the Rams and Seahawks. That's it. 49ers, they say. Nobody in our division I'm scared of. I think the hardest teams on the schedule is the Seahawks and Rams. 49ers, the Chargers, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Chiefs, all them dudes, I really don't see it. I mean, I don't know. People amping these teams up like they're just these juggernaut teams, you know. It's the Broncos versus the LA Rams, like a Super Bowl. And it's prime time. That's a good game right there. Those are the two teams because they were the best in the NFC, and that's who I think has more power in the NFC. Nobody in the AFC actually. I don't really see them as being better than the Broncos in the AFC at all. And that's just being real. That's just being like 100% real. There was a dude saying that the Cowboys gonna get us this year. We don't even play the Cowboys though. We don't even play the Cowboys. Laugh out loud, laughing my ass out. The legend has it. Ex strippers. I only jersey I wear is TD. I'm biased. Hell yeah. 30. Boom. 30. Hell yeah. Rada. That was one of the best running backs in history, bro. What's common between Trump and Diddy? Rich billionaires. I don't know. What let us know. Let us know. You can't even beat the Titans, Cam Ward. We beat what do you mean? We beat Tennessee last year. We beat them, bro. What are you talking about? We literally beat Cam Ward, bro. We beat Cam Ward. Let's go Chiefs, opening night, the return of Mahomes. I'll be at that game. I'll be in Kansas City, Missouri Just painting the whole stadium orange. I got like a thousand of these Bronco stickers. I'm about to go around that whole stadium and just put stickers on everywhere. Everywhere you go, you're gonna see a Bronco sticker. They come in a packages of 1,000. I got them. I'm about to just go everywhere. Broncos. I'm about to put it all over. You gonna be leaving salty. Why? Why would I leave salty, man? There's three reasons why I'm not gonna leave salty. First and foremost, the Broncos are the top runner of the AFC right now. West. They won the division. Second of all, Patrick Mahomes, you don't even know if Patrick Mahomes is going to be good off the injury. And third of all, my defensive line is just going to terrorize that dude. So, no. You better not even play Patrick Mahomes. You better go to Justin Fields. Because if you play Patrick Mahomes, he's going to be a statue back there. And Coops and Benito and Allen, they're just going to eat that dude alive. So, yeah. That D right there is leaving the stadium again. Bro, I thought you said we we lost to Cam Ward. We didn't lose, though. We didn't even lose. You just basically said we lost. See, that's a lie. That's a lie. Chiefs gonna whoop. No, how? What makes you think you're not better in any aspect of game right now, bro? The Chiefs. Your defense ain't better. And at this point, your wide receivers are washed up. Kelsey's your top dude. He's washed up. The Broncos are literally way more younger. They got a whole roster. They got better defense. They're coming back with almost everybody from the squad. You got Jalen Waddle. Bo Nix is on fire. Man, I think the Chiefs probably will be third in the division. They might be. They might be behind the Chargers. Yeah. Oh, they were behind the Chargers. You were third in the division, man. Yeah, Chiefs. That's probably the least one we're worried about in the division. At this point, you might be actually facing the Raiders for like bottom of the basement. You are on the Raiders level now, bro. Had one good year, and then your coach Bass is your quarterback. We had an excellent year, AFC Championship. That's just like saying what you guys. You guys were a dynasty, and your city don't even want to pay for a stadium. Your owners is hella cheap, bro. Asking the city to buy the stadium. You guys have to move now, bro. You're moving to a whole different section of Kansas City. After a dynasty, you would think the owners, see, that's the difference between mine and your owners. Our owners will be like, yeah, let's just put it out the money. We're just going to do this for the fuck of it. And we ain't going to ask for the city to buy anything. That's why we're just so superior, bro. The Chiefs and the greatness of the Chiefs have fall off. Nobody's scared of the Chiefs. Nobody. After you got shellacked in the Super Bowl, bro, by the Eagles, nobody is actually looks at the Chiefs and be like, they're the top tier no more. It came and gone, bro. And I try to tell all my Chief buddies, as soon as you lose that stilo, bro, and Patrick Mahomes ain't carrying you no more, you'll never be the Chiefs ever again. They're going to just be has-beens. It's just the facts, cold hard facts. Savashev is going to tag the whole Chiefs stadium. I got Bronco stickers, homie. I'm about to paint that whole stadium orange, bro. Does sleeping with a lady boy mean you're gay? You will. But see, that's how I know you're just talking, because at first your argument was we lost to Cam Ward. And I just corrected you, and now you're saying he's better. Like, what is it? Is we lost to him or he's better? You have to come with factual statements. Because right there, that was not factual. And then you switch it up to he's better. You're all over the place, man. Yeah, they're moving cities, bro. They got to go to Kansas City, Kansas, because the city asked the taxpayers to leave Kansas City, Missouri, like to build another stadium, and their taxpayers said no. So now they're moving when they just were a dynasty, bro. They were a dynasty. You would think the owners would just be like, we're going to pay for this. You guys are a dynasty. You guys did something that we ain't never seen before. He'll be good, bro. Like he's already actually ready to go to OTAs. He's ready to already, like, but don't worry about that. Because when it comes, I think honestly, Patrick Mahomes' injury was 10 times more worse than Bo Nix, though. I think Patrick Mahomes' injury was 10 times. People don't just come back from that injury, Rada. And no, and I respect Patrick Mahomes, but you don't just come back from that injury. That injury sometimes ends people's careers. One bad hit, that might be he might never come back to football. And that would be not good. But it's just the truth. And then if you put him against the Broncos defensive line, bro, that's just asking for a nightmare because we get to the quarterback faster than anybody in the league. And you're gonna have this dude on a wobble leg trying to play this defensive line. And if you don't have a comfort blanket, who the hell is Patrick Mahomes gonna actually throw fast to? Travis Kelsey? That fool's washed up, bro. Like he's not helping Patrick Mahomes no more. And that was Patrick Mahomes' go-to guy. So yeah. Yeah, it's coming to an end. It's done. It's done. Like, and it's not even hating at this point. It's just the reality. It's just the truth, bro. I wouldn't even lie to you. I wouldn't even lie to you, my brother, because I actually think you're a cool dude. I think you actually. My bad. They are moving states. Even worse. Chiefs moving cities. Oh yeah, Kansas City, Kansas, Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna end this live here in a minute. So when we look at this, right, the Broncos are the top tier of the AFC. You got teams like the Patriots and maybe Jacksonville, but nobody's gonna take the Bills as the threat. Nobody's gonna take Lamar Jackson as the threat. Nobody's gonna take Patrick Mahomes as the threat no more. Who else? The Colts, not worried about them. Uh, Nobody in the AFC actually scares Bronco fans or Broncos country. You know, we got a talented young roster, and you gave us Jalen Waddle. I don't even see how the Broncos don't get the number one seed. What up, South Africa in the building? Shout out to South Africa. Salute to the people, man. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good season, man. It's gonna be a good season. You know, start off prime time football, prime time football. Chiefs, Broncos country, Monday night football in the kingdom. I smell blood. I smell that blood. My defense is smelling blood right now. A feast fest, bro. Chiefs are going to ride Kenny Walker, and when the playoffs hit, and Walker's going to be run down. So I take it Kenneth Walker, is he was he a new rookie, or he's been in the league for a minute? Because I'll say it like this. I'll play the devil advocate in that. If he's been in the league, he might be a rookie, I think. It didn't do nothing for him last year. What if they don't even get to the playoffs this year? What if they don't even advance to the playoffs? And if he's a rookie, who knows if he's going to even be up to par? That's the Super Bowl MVP. Okay, 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 okay. I could dig it. I could dig it. I could dig it. So they're gonna ride him to the playoffs. They're gonna ride him to the playoffs, and this is if they meet the Broncos in the playoffs. Broncos are just gonna be like this, just dabbling their fingers, like, come on, come on, buddy, come on, buddy, let's go. Hopefully they don't meet us in the playoffs, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, like my team right now, the Broncos, they're smiling blood because of what happened last year. They got a chip on their shoulder. They know they were one game away from Super Bowl, one game, and it was because of an unfortunate situation. The Broncos didn't advance to the Super Bowl. You don't think that plays an effect on the mental of the player? You don't think that plays on the mental of the player? You're one game away from Super Bowl, bro, and your quarterback gets injured. Oh, bro, that would actually piss people off. Would you love to understand that us football? How? Yeah, I love the rugby sport. But understand this, my rugby brother. Understand this. You have one game and you'll advance to the Super Bowl, the championship, and your best player takes an unfortunate injury. Even with rugby, you're going to the championship and your key of your team gets an injury. How's that gonna make you feel? How is that gonna make the team feel? You feel like you were screwed. So you come back with a vengeance next game. You come back with the vengeance. And right now that's what the whole team is feeling right now. Ooh, you give a team some fire, you give a team some fire, they're gonna prove a point now. And not to mention, bro, the people are still doubting you, overlooking you, saying that was all smoke and mirrors. Are you serious? You gonna create a monster looking like an AI. Let's go. Savage said the AI, man. That's what's kind of happening, right? This AI is the movement out here, man. So yeah, I predicted I predicted that the Broncos would be in the playoffs last year. I predicted that the Broncos had the shot to take the AFC West. And what happened? The Broncos took the AFC West. I predicted that the Broncos had a big shot to go to the Super Bowl. And the Broncos almost went to the Super Bowl. I predicted as soon as Bo Nix came in the league, Savage Sev told you guys. I said, as soon as Sean Payton gets his quarterback, the culture is going to switch. And that's what happened. So Savage said, man, a lot of times people should be like, yeah, Savage said was speaking some true facts on that shit. But yeah, it's going to be a good season, though. It's going to be a good season, fellas. It's going to be an excellent season. It's going out like that. What happened? You scared?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. You think my coach is not gonna go out on top of the game? He'll be the only coach in NFL history to win a Super Bowl with two teams. You think he's just gonna sit down on his hands? You think he's gonna sit down on his hands and he's not gonna win a Super Bowl with that? Hey bro, I need a team to support in football. Give me option as baseball. So I'll tell you the teams not to. Let me start off with this. I'll tell you the teams not to root for. Right? Don't root for the Raiders. Don't root for the Chargers. Don't root for the Bengals. Don't root for the Buffalo Bills. Don't root for the Cowboys. Don't root for the Tennessee Titans. Don't root for Jacksonville Jaguars. Let me see who else. Go into the teams that have history, right? That you have a potential chance of being able to be happy. Because if you choose a team that you're never going to be happy with, you're just going to hate football. So like make your decision on what's going to make you happy. And in this thing we call the NFL, it's all about winning a championship. Nothing else matters. Two different teams, fact. I need a team to support. Yeah, you don't want to be and don't be a one-hit wonder too. Like, don't be the one-hit wonder. Don't choose like the Chiefs because they're good. Because once they lose all their regime and the higher ups, they'll never be good again. You know? So you gotta choose a team, especially when you're coming in, that might have an option to be on top of things, you know? That's how I see it. That's how I see it. Two different teams. Don't choose any of them teams. Salute to y'all, man. I have always seen info on the New England Patriots. My favorite states are Texas. The Patriots? I mean, I guess you could choose the Patriots, but at the same time, what would be the ties? So yeah, just do your research, man, what you might like. Football's a cool sport though. It's good. And now what teams are in rugby? What teams are we looking for in rugby? What? Huh? Yeah, so but hey, mile high salute to the real ones. I'm almost done with this cup of coffee. Um, Salute to everybody out there. We'll be on for coffee time tomorrow. Without 4 Dallas World Champions. Okay. And that's like that's your homeland right now, right there. That's like the homeland that you root for. Columbine Steakhouse. Steakhouse in the house, big dog. Hey, are you going to that game? Are you going to be at that game, brother? Yeah, big Columbine Steakhouse. I'm about to go get me I feel like eating some steak, bro. That would be lovely. Salute to the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, Rangley. I hope I didn't pronounce that right. Are you going to that game, bro? Shit, if you are, let me know where the tailgates are. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good dude, bro. Let's have a beer. But let me know where the tailgates are, brother. I need to know some good. What's the hospitality over there in Chiefs Kingdom, bro? Shit. Let me know where the tailgates are, homie. That's what I do. Let me know where the tailgates are, man. With the good barbecue, because I know you dudes be all about the barbecue. So I used to live out there too. I actually used to live out there. Where you from? I'm from Denver, Colorado. We was out there for a minute. We went out there, Yeah, when I was out there though, it was about the Royals though. They like that baseball. They like the Kansas City Royals. That's what they were doing out there. They were doing more about the baseball than even the Chiefs at that time. Everybody was about the Royals. I am from India and coming to Colorado to steal your jobs. Just joking. Well, there ain't no jobs out here actually. So you would be coming out here and then you probably would have ended up like the people downtown in the tent, jobless and homeless. Because a lot of people came out here and they became jobless and homeless. I'm like, damn, fool. You came all the way out here from where and you're jobless and homeless. Come to the South Africa rugby game and I'll show you pure hospitality. Nice. Load of alcohol. Ooh. You guys be barbecuing out there too? That's dope. That's dope. All right, fellas. Well, I'm about to tap out for the daytime. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Appreciate everybody that was in the chat. Salute to all you guys. About to get some food. About to enjoy the rest of this Memorial Day. You know what it is. To the next one, man. God bless everybody. Salute. Mahalo.